Hello everyone, welcome back to the Toxic Sylvie run. I'm gonna do my ordinary checks just to make sure my audio is all good and working. Back to the... Alright, here we are. So, we got our Sylvie Toxic run ongoing, so grab the Spider Queen Eye, even though we probably should grab the Toxic Ring, where Bleed turned into poison, because we could have had a lot more poison that way, probably. But oh well. And then we have Toxic Blob, which was an unexpected surprise, and we got a purple one at that, which is super awesome. We get sharp every turn, so I was originally going to go with Frost Axe Sylvie, kind of do chill, poison, and bleed at the same time. But I think now I'm not going to do that, and we're probably going to maybe grab Frost Axe on Velarion, though Quill is really good. So, I don't know. The run's kind of been up in the air. I was trying to decide while I was waiting, but I think there's all sorts of good options we got going for us, and we just got to pick one. So we have a Ruby Amulet we'd like to replace on Bree. We need more speed on Bree, either via armor or something else. We can't take another Brigand armor. It'd be funny if like purple's just stacked or something. But yeah, we don't really care about our rings on Yogger. Could use a better armor on Velarion. Might even be a Brigand armor, honestly. Provides similar defenses and just a bit more speed, and we don't really care about the HP healing because we don't heal in that way, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know exactly what we should change here. It's definitely options. However, let's take a look at our decks. This is how our decks were at the end of Act 2. Didn't really change much since then. I think we just made the sharp that we get target a hero, and then yeah, we grabbed Protect from Evil for the Hydra fight. Ended up not really being necessary. Massive Spell was something we just grabbed too. Makes Protect from Evil probably a little less necessary now that I think about it, though there's still something to be said about having 5 buffer. 5 buffer is so much buffer. It's actually good versus the dragon fight too. So I think I'm going to be removing the multi-shot, rapid fire, and uproot, and I might keep the volley, or maybe I should remove the volley, keep the multi-shot. I'm not really sure. One of those two probably makes sense, but I like the volley applying even more bleed, even though we're going to have an abundance of bleed, would be my guess. So we'll start by removing, and then we'll see what money we get afterwards. Rapid fire, I don't think it's necessary anymore. We have a poison spray now. This does more of what we want anyway. I don't even know if we want to keep camouflage. We're going to change this scavenge over to be the yellow scavenge, get stuff directly into our hand. We like that better. And then, didn't I say I was going to... Yeah, I'm removing either multi-shot or volley. I guess I was going to keep Rain of Arrows too, but Rain of Arrows, we're not even doing double shot, so it gets a little less good. I mean, the hard part about not doing double shot is like double shot is probably going to be a bit better bleed with Rain of Arrows. So honestly, do we even keep Rain of Arrows? We got it for free, and that was just sort of an auto take because I'm kind of on autopilot with Sylvie, but like, we don't need it. And we were going to take Hawkeye. I can't believe Hawkeye costs an energy and double shot doesn't. Like, one of these is a lot better than the other. I don't know, this is a good amount of bleed. It does increase our sight charges, right? So then every time we hit, we can do more bleed and poison. Yeah, unsure of what to do here. Probably going to go in for a perforating shot at the end because I want to keep my slime all the way to the late game. We're likely going to do Blood Bargain so we can have even better energy gain with Velarion. Yeah, so I think what I want to do is basic divination actually. Let's just do that. Our items in the shop aren't that good. I don't hate a second Blood Rage on Bree. She does kind of need energy. I'll take it. We have a Curse of Fragility here that could go away on Velarion. Again, not exactly what we want. So I guess we'll skip. And I don't want any of these other cards. Okay, not a great basic. Well, we tried. Might even end up saving our money here. I still like Throw Bola. Ended up being clutch in a few fights last act. What I really want is probably an Amplify. Yeah, it's just probably an Amplify. I don't know what else it would be, honestly. Could try to take some speed control, add speed cards onto Velarion. Do we even have fast as a thing, though? No, we don't. We don't at all. Ooh, we should change over the Shield Slam to be the good one that actually slows for 4. This is very valuable to us, having AoE 4 slow. Might even be able to get rid of the guard on Yogger. It's not entirely what we're using him for. Intercepts could probably go. Hello, Bin Bin. Hope you're doing well today. Piercing Howls could probably go. We really just don't need that many. Okay, it's looking a bit better. A bit more constrained. We don't need a Benediction anymore, that's for sure. We don't need an Inner Fire anymore, also for sure. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Just having a nice, chill Saturday afternoon. That's a lot of Divine Powers? Yeah. Yeah, it is. We got all the power. Probably going to change up Fanaticism to give us 2 energy. Got that for free last act too, so we could get another Fanaticism. I don't even hate that idea. Especially if we're going to be getting like Arcane Drains. We have an Expected Prophecy, right? So second Fanaticism, probably even better than Amplify right now for me. Just because of what we want to do in the deck. Which is kind of share the energy. Kevon! Hope you're doing well too. I'm doing good. Life is going. I don't know how many Leech cards I want to keep for the end game. I think Psychic Drain is fine. It's like good enough to keep. I want to change up the other Arcane Drain at this point. Haven't been hating the Anemic Chill. I guess we also could buy a second Expected, right? Yeah. Buy the second Expected. And then we have a Transmission. We didn't actually grab that second Transmission, right? No. We just have this Dark Ritual, which I think is fine. We have a lot of energy cost requirements now with the Mass Dispel and Protect from Evil. Velarion is kind of pulling triple duty support here, which is a lot. It's a lot to ask. Very chill evening, I have to say. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, we just need energy on our vampire boy. We'll eventually get that later in Act 4. So I'm not like all too worried about it. I'm kind of tempted to get rid of this Intercept. Maybe end this Intimidate. Yeah, they're not doing like a whole lot for us right now, right? Let's do it. Heck yeah. This is good. Oh my god. We're gonna have so much going for us now. Alright, I still have to figure out whether I want to get rid of Volley, Fen of Knives, Rain of Arrows. I mean, I do think, like, the Rain of Arrows is just so good with Double Shot. We'd probably want to do Double Shot, so maybe I should get rid of Rain of Arrows. Even though I know I took it and it was good. And we just keep like the multi-shot volley. That way double shot is less good, and the eyeball card is more good. Is that crazy? Do you understand my logic here? Like, this card is too good to double that when we hit level 4, I'm afraid I'll click the double shot option on Sylvie, where we get to double a ranged attack. Right? Like, instead of clicking Hawkeye, which is what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to click Hawkeye here because every time we damage with hit, we apply sight and a bleed, and then this gives us 2 more sight charges, and then for every sight charge we apply more bleed. So like we stack up all the bleed like instantly. You get what I'm saying? Is this crazy? I know it's crazy, but we're doing this. It's too tempting. Then go for the double shot? No, no, no. That'd be antithetical to the run. We do apply sight on hit. It's not that it's bad to do the volley necessarily, but like, you know? I don't know. It just feels wrong. I agree. Down with rate of arrows. Thank you, Bin Bin. Alright, we're going multi-shot volley. That's our end game. It's too tempting otherwise. We'll take a barrage if we see it, because we always take a barrage if we see it. I unironically think double shot twin arrows is more sight. You're not wrong. I mean, it's not necessarily more sight, but it is a lot of sight. It's probably more bleed, more sight, like other stuff. I don't know. It's probably less sight. Okay, actually, because this effectively like 1/3. I don't know. It's 2/5 of our sight in an enchantment, right? The viewer wanted sight and bleed. It is sight and bleed, but this is more sight and more bleed. This is the other way. Okay, the other problem with double shot rain of arrows is that it's technically less sight and bleed because everything will just be dead at the end. You know? That's the other problem. Everything will just be dead after the first 2. And we need them to be alive so that we can see the sight and the bleed are on the enemy there. It's very important. At least I hope it is. You're not wrong, but winning is fun. Winning is fun. I still think we're going to win. I'm not trying to throw to like that degree. I'm just trying to keep on theme here and not get tempted. I think we're going to upgrade this other Arcane Drain. I want to have better energy transference. Currently, I just have Scroll of Intellect, Dark Ritual, and Transmission. I don't know where we're going in Act 3. Probably just down, because I want to keep my pets alive. Pets are pretty important. And I want Handshake to take them down. Yeah, we're probably going to the Vampire Act. Are you planning on picking up a crystal ball if you see one, right? Also, did they rework Madness and Andrin yet? I don't think so. Could pick up a grind wheel here. This could be good because we could get a free upgrade. Could also upgrade that pet, right? We could go the whole other direction. Get ourselves a Paladin Gauntlets on Yogger, hilariously. But nah, I don't think I'm going to go that direction. That direction is too tempting. Oh, Bin Bin, since you're here, we'll check the seed. Maybe. Or maybe some, I don't know. You don't have to check the seed. But KXRmOzeNusPoVRjwseAgAA. Is there a purple Paladin Gauntlets here? Because I was planning to skip going to Paladin Gauntlets again. Ooh, Ravenstaff? Oh my god. It's not Ravenstaff. I don't know. Bin, if you lie, I'll give you a hug. Oh man. Yeah, Velarion's deck is a little too thick, but at least we have 2 Expected Prophecies. We have Fanaticism to help thin it out. Kind of still feel like I need the Clarities for now. Might be that going Inspire is the correct direction instead of the Hemostasis, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Or sorry, go the Hemostasis instead of the Energy Spike. Because Yogger should be able to give us a lot of energy with 3-star Chef. Yeah, then we're going to have a lot of tankiness in Command and Conquer and Give to the Poor. I'm looking up a bit borked right now. No worries, no worries. Alright, I think we're like pretty good here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep these camouflages around. They might as well start drawing for me. And then this hidden weapon could probably get upgraded too. Let's just save some shards or something, because I don't know what I want to do yet. It's too complicated. It's too hard to figure out what we want to do, and I think we're good enough to win in Act 1 as it stands. Sorry, Act 3, not 1. Act 1, we're definitely good enough to win, though. We could totally beat Act 1 with the decks we have right now. For sure. Alright. So, starting off, this is going to be what our decks look like. We're heading out into the wilderness. We got 3 Divine Powers, some Mass Dispels, more Leech. We have Volleys, Sharpen Size. All this looks good. No bunny. We have full pet slots, Kevon. We're good. Gotta bring bunny for luck. We don't have a spot for bunny. Can't be done. Alright, we need to pay 500 gold. And then move down this way. Free card upgrade. Revenge is actually kind of scary, though. Would have been nice to be able to do like a free card upgrade on the Rain of Arrows, huh? We can take him. I should make a mod that just adds the bunny model as a pet for or everyone. Yeah. Everybody just gets the bunny. Alright, defensive strategy, piercing hell. We got some draw. Cool, we got all the draw. I'll have energy for next turn. I don't know exactly how I should do this. Should we shield slam them, though? I actually think that might be good for us to do. Does get rid of all our block on Yogger, but Yogger's like pretty tanky. It's also another attack, which is spooky. But then Yogger can take it later, too. Ooh. Okay. Alright, we need more books. Alright, Sylvie. Do all the damage. They're only getting like a ton of fury every attack, so shouldn't be too bad. We had both Sharpen Size in hand? What are the odds? That's a lot of damage. Ooh. I don't know. I just did some damage. Forgive me. 20 Fury is a lot, though. Slightly worried. Okay, we didn't get shackled on Bree. That's huge. This guy's gonna hurt. Okay, but not too bad. Even with 20 Fury, he barely did anything. We're good. We're totally good. We're fine. Give draw. Definitely want to have sharp. I'd love to be able to mark this guy, but we can't. Doesn't really matter who we intimidate then. Might as well make sure we're all reinforced. Velarion's taunting. Oh, I don't like that actually. I prefer Velarion not be taunting here. Perhaps we can make him less likely to die? No? Perhaps not. Okay. Come on, Velarion. Don't die now. It's too important that you live. I suppose we could also just, like, pop bleed. Yeah, let's do it. Make sure there's only one enemy left. That way, if we're taunted for a while, it doesn't matter that much. Okay. Everyone's taking the poison damage. Can't do the freaking target shooting on the right person. We got the camouflage. Into the multi-shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that death? Did we just kill ourselves? I don't know. Tremor with 59 Fury. Seems spooky, but maybe we're fine. I don't know that we're fine. This is not enough block for me to feel comfortable with that, but we do have physical damage resist. Ow. Holy. That was a lot of damage. that was a lot more than I was expecting. But we did just survive. We're fine. We're good. We're actually all good. It's over. Oh my god. That was a lot more than I was expecting, though. I thought our resistances would be good enough, but clearly not. Whew. Well, okay then. Should have just gotten, like, rid of... We should have had Helping Hands get rid of shackles on all our characters here. That would have been nice. Yeah, Velarion could just take the Vitality, not worry about it. Okay, cool. And Sylvie, if she could just win this turn, that'd be cool. Yeah, that's a win. Whew. Hey, Fury applies more bleed to them. Brilliant strategy. Good point. Good point. Oh my god, do we take this bleed out? It seems so unnecessary. It's also kind of like at the wrong time, you know? Like we're likely to just draw it when we don't need it. There's also... Wow, there's blood feeding over here on Bree if we really want her to have a heal. Nether Fanaticism? I don't even hate the Nether Fanaticism. I might take this. Is 3 too many? 3 might be too many. The bleed out on all monsters as purple is kind of really fun though. I feel like I have to. It kind of seems mandatory. Like I never had a choice. That said, what are we gonna grab here? Maybe Scroll of Intellect upgraded? We don't need another Divine Power upgraded, surely, right? The Scroll of Intellect. We need all of that. I guess I could just do this one. It's either multi-shot or camouflage, so... Or sorry, adrenaline as an upgrade. So I guess we'll take that. Guess I'll grab a reinforce too, and then... I don't know. We'll upgrade another helping hand to get rid of shackles. More shackle removal. That seems good to me. We'll go to the portal. And I can never remember because it keeps on changing. Is the shop different? The shop is different now. Okay. Still not what we want. But it was cool to see a second shop. This place is way better if the shop is different. We get more card removes. Do I want to change up anything that I just did? I don't think so. Our deck is working brilliantly. How are we supposed to change something up when everything's perfect? I guess we could afford something. Can we afford a rare? We can, just barely. Could get like a grinding wheel before we get a free upgrade. I guess we could get a free card upgrade on a rare. That's worth probably doing. Shackle dispels? Oh right, there's also shackle dispels. But now I just convinced myself of a different line. So I'll probably be going with that. We just need a valuable rare to pick up. Like Rain of Arrows. You should definitely remove all that sharp prevents you from applying bleed. You know, you're not wrong. Let's just buy a Rain of Arrows. We haven't bought a second scavenge yet or a setup on Sylvie. Both could be good. Both could be very good. Those are worthwhile cards. That do make our deck better. Also, I guess shivs are kind of better than quick shots right now. Oh, that's a disturbing thought. I wish I didn't think about that. I hate how true that is. Especially with hidden weapon. Oh no. Oh no, does Sylvie have adrenaline? She does. Yeah, we already bought adrenaline. Yeah, we would like another one for sure. Shivs and poison darts. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh. Oh no. What am I doing? And sharpening knife. Sharpening knife is a small weapon. Would they take away from hidden strike? Hidden weapon? Well, I don't know that they take away because my hidden weapon has been constantly drawn with both of my sharpened size. So I'm kind of looking for more small weapons to add so my hidden weapon can hit like something. You know what I mean? Okay, a better rare though, that's the first thing that we should probably add. I can't imagine a better rare than... I mean, we could also just grab Entrench, right? On Yogger, have him upgrade it. We could use a second Entrench. Keep Fortify around for longer. I think that's actually worthwhile. So we'll do that. I just realized that the difference in cost between a card that is rare that goes into Epic and then just buying an Epic card is 40 shards. That's crazy. Okay. Moving on. Oh, there's also like Bloodbath and like other scaling cards that we might want for the future. I don't want to buy them though. Okay, we were gonna buy small weapons. Yeah, epics are expensive. Do you think they're too expensive? I'm starting to feel like they're too expensive. Oh, poison daggers though. We gotta buy a poison dagger. And then a shiv. Alright. Goodbye, quick shot. Okay. We'll save. We'll move on. Then we'll go up. Up seems good. There's a sheep over here. Sheep scare me, but we're not too slow. We can take gold. Giving enemies a blob doesn't really matter to us. We're off on a really good start. Oh my gosh. Thinning out Bree's deck and all of a sudden we're drawing the enchantment every single time. That's how it's supposed to work. Got ourselves an Enrage. Could slow the enemy down even further. It's not a bad idea. I like this. If you think about it, buying an uncommon and upgrading it to rare is like barely more than making a rare. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, that's what I was saying. Like if you just buy an uncommon and upgrade it to rare, it's 40 more shards. Like it's almost nothing. Like it's weird. Like I know like that's true for the epic and like sorry you're saying uncommon and upgrading it to rare. That's also true. I don't know. Maybe that's correct. It just feels weird to me. 40 more shards can absolutely be something. I mean, it could literally be a card. It's true. Ah, good. Empiric Frenzy. Never letting me down. Alright, now we got some Bless. See if we draw Sharpened Sire or anything like that. Target shooting. I guess this guy's the most annoying guy for me. Yeah, this is quite good. Ooh, that Fan of Knives is huge damage. Absolutely massive. Can we Hidden Weapon again? What does this get me? Just a Sharpened Side, but it's kind of all I need. She makes everything crazy. Let's take her out. Yeah, she does heals and stuff. Cool. Easy fight. So upgrade card costs should be increased to be more similar to crafting costs. I didn't say that. Didn't say that at all. Kevon, why are you on that side? Oh, we're disarmed. Interesting. Kevon, aren't you on my side? Shouldn't cards cost less? Shouldn't we be able to do more for free always? Because I'm not affected. That's so true. Alright. Get vulnerable. We are set. Oh, the bleed, the poison. It's all racking up. It's so good. The Toxic Site Sylvie is... It's working. We got our book here. We got our Divine Power there. Second Divine Power. Third Divine Power even. I kind of want to see what Arcane Drain can get me though. Do a explosion there and then actual damage. I can literally support every disastrous take because I'm not afraid of anything. That's unfortunate for me, I suppose. Alright, we have 43 sharp. That might be a little bit too much sharp. I think I've gone overboard. Yeah, we've... How are they supposed to die to bleed if they're just dying to damage? Alright, wait, this guy can die to bleed. Oh wait, we should have finished the fight. Whoops. Now our score is going to be lower because we didn't finish the fight that turn. I thought he was going to be able to like go immediately. I don't know, we're just going to pass the turn. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, we've definitely created a deck that's capable of getting a ton of damage. Originally I did this because, again, I was going to switch to Frost Axe, so I thought I was going to like lose all my sharp damage. But this Toxic Slime is way too good. Don't need a third Blood Rage. That would be overkill. So if you need any ideas for Madness 20, you know where to look. Bin Bin already has all the ideas to increase Madness levels. Okay, we'll save the game. Do we want to wake the Shepherd? I forget, like you do, right? Like you want to try waking them to fight? Then it's the sheep battle. But like you really can't afford to do this battle if you're a slow team. Yeah, not a terrible start, but we didn't get any block. So we do have to wipe out these sheep. Kinda turn 1. That's just the way it is. It's the way it is and the way it's gotta be. Yeah. Good divine power. Good fanaticism. Divine power for 6. Expected prophecy. Grab ourselves a life surge. In case we can live through this turn. Sylvie, you know what to do. Take down every enemy. Oh, I didn't have space for 2. I'm dumb. Are you doing it? Yeah, this one was doing Abyssal Sonata. Look, the You Die card. Oh, we already have our Shiv and other Sharpened Side too. Dang it. So yeah, this one has to die. Second one, not doing it. Third one, not doing it. Okay. I saw that message. I was trying to make sense of it. Oh, we're so close there. Isn't the Dreamweaver randomly immune to a bunch of stuff? You did not? Oh yeah, I think they're immune to like bleed and poison or something like that. I think you're right. Alright, this guy silences the front 2 heroes. Why? Why? Oh god, silence is so common. I feel like when I made that video, I was like talking about like disarm being too common. No, I was talking about remove block being too common. And then the devs are like, so why don't we make silence common? Nah, they're immune to disarm and silence. Oh, well that's like pretty normal. Well, I guess it's kind of weird that they're immune to that, but it makes sense why. Like, I understand it. Do the bleed out. Alright, there we go. It's good stuff. Oh, my cat just brought me a feather. It's very kind of her. I mean, like, how much can we do with just this Arcane Drain at, like, 10 million? That's a lot. Alright. We did a lot of stuff there. None of it really mattered, because we're just gonna, like... do damage. Alright, but they have 200 bleed. Let it be known, they died to bleed. That does at some point where we're playing to add card types to monsters and letting us silence and disarm them. No clue where that went. I mean, it sounds complicated. It sounds like a very big endeavor to try to make that, like, fair and balanced. Remove 2 cards from the deck. Probably something that, like, I do need to do. But we can do this instead. I never bought Fortune Telling or Scry. What am I doing with my life? I do need to buy these things. Oh, hello, kitty cat. Hi. Good kitty. Who needs Scry? Well, I do, to get rid of cold hands. Me. This fight could hurt a little bit. We're so slow from the chill. It's okay, the bleed and poison will eventually take care of him. Life Surge, Fanatic. Maybe draw more next turn. Fanaticism. Save turn, Dark Ritual. Just gotta hit a bunch, I suppose. We got our cold hands. We gotta live with it. Kinda wanna take this guy down, because he bothers me. Guess we'll do like the worst fan of knives in history. But hey, it's giving us an opportunity for all the bleed and poison to stack up here. You know, they're about to get anti-magic field and have a million hexproof. How do you guys feel about energy and draw perks for turn 1 and 2? I'm trying to move away from them. Are you talking about this card, the hero gains Inspire on their first turn? And on round 2, this hero gains 1 energy at the start of turn? Exactly those? Well, as you could probably see, I don't really use them anymore. I have moved away from them. I used to use them all the time. Not sure when exactly I decided to make the move. But they're just a little expensive for what they do. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you have excess perks, then they're fine, but they're just not, like, that good. Hey, we got extra sharp. Sweet. So much mitigate. Uh-oh, this mosquito might actually hurt. Never mind, we're fine. Everything's hunky-dory. Yeah, the 3 points for something heavy. Yeah, like I found there's so many other perks I want to spend on. I want to spend my points on something better. Like, there's a lot of other perks that I consider better at this point. Just didn't used to be the case. Well, to be fair, the draw perk used to be much better than it currently is. So. We can play this Divine Power for 6. It's always good. Do you want a Vampiric Frenzy? Does almost nothing. Well, almost nothing is not nothing. Transmission doesn't really matter. I suppose we could heal again. That one goes down, and then she's gonna silence. Wait, her silence comes with vulnerable? How did I never notice that before? I really wish the stanza perks are better. Me too. Yeah. Okay, we finally have damage again. The mosquito might actually hurt slightly once more. Dang it, yeah, they did their damaging attack. Oh, but they did it on the wrong people. Ha. Joke's on them, they're bad. Or the thought process is, are we in a bubble? I mean, yeah. That's probably just true. But we're in the best kind of bubble, because it's our bubble. Our bubble can't be a bad bubble. Only other bubbles are bad. Oh my god. I kind of just like want to stop attacking, but we can't. We gotta get to 200 bleed. Okay, we made it there. We're good. And we were able to heal off the leech. That's the important thing. Master spell. Sure, that didn't like do nearly as much as I thought Master spell would do. Protect from evil. Alright, Sylvie, what do you got? Doing damage? Good. Perfect. Are we learning the same lessons? Possibly. I think some are learned easy, like captains or killing rabbits first, which I learned yesterday. Yeah. Hey, second adrenaline is great. That's exactly what I want. I'm thinking about this dark ritual. The bloodthirsty calls to me. I did say earlier I wanted a bloodthirsty on Yogger, and here it is. I think I'm gonna take it. I don't know if it's right. But if it's wrong, I don't want to be right. I really don't think we care about either of these options. I guess I'll heal just to, like, not have to worry what state we end the fight in. And again, the Dream Sheep needs to die. Yeah. There's lots of lessons to, like, we all share lessons learned in this game. It's nice. I literally can't do anything. Alright. You did just get rid of slow on everybody. How dare you? I'm noticing we're fairly tanky, though. As long as they're not dealing elemental damage. We actually have pretty good resistances to everything else. Also, getting this divine power constantly is great. It's exactly what I want. Alright. Can hidden weapon. Can premium meat. Then we could volley fan of knives. That probably is better than camouflage fan of knives volley, or not being able to do both. So we'll do both. They are doing Abyssal Sonata, because of course they are. We knew it would be true. That's why we grabbed poison daggers. Did they die? Are they dead? They actually are dying to the bleed just perfectly. So, yeah, bleed was worth. that was kind of clutch. Don't come at me with the whole, like, oh, you could have just, like, double-shotted Rain of Arrows if you took Scry and Fortune Telling and got all there. No, we don't worry about that. Although we don't have double shot right now, so it's especially not worth worrying about. But it is very true. Double upload bleed. I could have just double shot it with the rate of arrows and scratch. Hey, Kevon, I just said don't. How dare you accurately call that out? Alright. We're looking real solid for this fight. I don't even know why I'm taking damage. I guess because I feel like I can. Because I don't worry about anything or anyone. Yeah, we're quite strong. They all have reinforced too, but we're managing it very effectively. Could grab out a poison daggers. Ooh, we could even do our poison spray. Sniped. Easy fight. Are you having fun? Because it's the first rule of the run. I am having fun, actually. I'm very much enjoying the run. Like, it's fairly straightforward. And I've been into those recently. I feel like I'm starting to get, like, an itch for doing a challenge run. But I don't know how I want to do that exactly. Like, I enjoy the process of figuring them out. But one, it doesn't seem like that's what people generally want to watch on a stream. For whatever reason. And two, I feel... what's the right word? I don't know. I feel like it can potentially take me less time just to do the challenge run on my own, kind of listen to music, do whatever. Like, it's a little bit less stress, and then make a video, like, on how I did it after the fact. So, I don't know, that's just stuff I've been using. Why do I have 8 Inspire on Sylvie? Because I can, I suppose. Alright, we're full health. We're good. Alright, we're getting up there in the sharp, too. It's okay. All this excess damage is stuff we're going to want in the late game, because monsters aren't fair in the late game. I knew we'd find a grinding wheel. We gotta meditate. Could have taken the shield charge even potentially there. I don't hate a sharpening knife, but I also don't need a sharpening knife. Listening to music is my favorite things in the world, so I kind of relate, but sharing the thing is fun too. Yeah. And like, I would share the challenge runs. Like, I'd post on YouTube. I'd kind of do what I did before, where I had like hour to hour and a half long videos, like going over how I did the challenge run. Although I think I'd try a different format where I make them maybe like 45 minutes long. Maybe a bit less, and I just go over like the highlights of the run, really. Definitely taking Command and Conquer. I guess there is a reason to hold off on level ups. We gotta take Hawkeye though. Yeah, we'll save here. And then we just, I don't know, do the rush. But I can't make bad jokes on videos. That's fair. That's fair. Double shot. I know. I know. It's for the greater good, Kevon. Trust. Trust in the process. It's for our own good, really. I wish I could like double up on Inspire now for Velarion. Kind of a shame I can't. Command Conquer is so good. Command Conquer is incredibly good. Bree is just a very good character. Kind of love this turn. Alright, full energy Sylvie. And we got our Hawkeye. Good. So far, so good. Camouflage. Do a poison spray. They're immune to sight. And this guy is immune to poison. Been lied to us. Well, I don't think he said they weren't immune to poison, but like... I can't believe it. Why are they immune to poison? Yeah. Yeah, like, I think, yeah, keep on. Like, right, we both remembered them being immune to poison or something, right? Like, that was the really funny thing. It's like, we were doing, like, a poison run, and we had to face these guys, and then for whatever reason, this boss was immune to poison, and we had to, like, figure out how to deal with that. Was that the poison thorns? Yeah. I remember it making no sense, that's for sure. Yeah, it was like, oh, but they're a dream, so it's fine. Yeah, it was thorns, yeah. So, like, we had to win via thorns, but, like, also this guy doesn't attack. Like... Oh, man. But he doesn't do anything for So Took Forever. Exactly, yeah. I don't want to take damage, though. Fake Bloodthirsty. Hey, there's real Bloodthirsty. Oh, slow these guys even further. I don't know. We don't, like, take much damage on this team. Just in general. They eventually do get a Reflect, so we want to win before that, ideally. But, past that, not sure we're really bothered. Not gonna lie to you, losing to the imp statue is still my favorite moment. That's fair. It's a pretty good moment. This turn kind of sucks. Guess we could have double volleyed. Let's take a poison dagger. Oh wait, this guy's not immune to sight. Okay. I'm just getting more confused as time goes on. Yeah, now we go ahead of them, and now they're gonna have Reflect, right? Yeah. We don't want them to do that. What is this? Swaps HP with Reweaver. We don't want them to do that. That would be a bad thing. So let's try to stop them from doing the bad thing. Alright, everybody's at 200 bleed. Which is not enough to do, like, that much damage, but, like, it's something. Also, I know I just played that turn wrong, but, like, try not to worry about it. Yeah, we can't actually do any more damage over time. It's very interesting to me. Alrighty. Alrighty. Sylvie, just win now, please. We need no more small weapons. How does that happen every time? I swear. This game cheats like crazy. Alright. What are you gonna do? Create another copy of yourself? Make it take forever for us to defeat you? I guess we could just wait 2 turns. We could literally just wait 2 turns. And they don't do anything in the meantime anyways. Like, should I do that though? Swaps HP, creates captured card. Yeah, like literally won't matter. This guy can be poisoned? He doesn't keep the poison immunity? Alright. Look how much damage we can do to ourselves. Funny enough though, it wouldn't destroy us. That's good. You know, can't say the bleed isn't helping out. Oh my god, we just have to end our turns again though. Do I have fast mode on? I don't even know if I have fast mode on at this point. I feel like I do. I should, like, just feels like somehow it's still too slow. Alright, we made it. Yeah, we do have speed up on. Jeez. Okay. No repetition training. Wow, we got an upgraded entrench. Well, we're not going to take a second one. Because we're going to upgrade this one for free. Do I take a weapons cache? Genuine question here. I kind of like weapons cache. It's a fun card. We can upgrade it too. Ooh, Sapphire Ring. Ooh, Cloak of Speed. That's kind of exactly what I want on Bree. Or is it what I want on Yogger? I mean, Bree with Sapphire Ring, not terrible either, though energy is not really an issue. Huh. I think we take the Cloak of Speed. I think Yogger could take the Sapphire Ring. And now that Brigand Armor is offered for free, I think we take that on our guy. And then I guess this is 8% resistances on Sylvie, so like I like not dying. This is we break the bridge. It's always break the bridge because you get 1,000 gold and then 248 shards. That's so good. Oh shoot, right, we have to do the whirlpool. This was Bin Bin. Bin Bin was the one who called this out. It's like, oh, the Dreamland lets you skip the whirlpool now. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Where will success land? Play along at home if you like. Okay, that one was really easy though. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. It's 1. Would have been really embarrassing if I was like, that's really easy, and then I like clicked something wrong. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you just put your like foot in your mouth. Why am I waiting? Oh right, I'm waiting because we have to go into the small ice crack. I remember now. Wow, Bree's like a really good character. Alright, we're gonna start speeding up on our plays and not struggling too much. Like I think we don't have to worry about all that much now. Not for this act anyways. Next act we probably have to worry again. Wow, 10 million fanaticisms. Probably Vampiric Frenzy on top, so it looks good. Do protect from evil. Get even more energy out there. Seems solid. Then we have a lot of bleed. It's like the 5 fights in a row where you'd open defensive strategy in your opening hand, by the way. I know, it makes up for it being on the bottom of our deck in Act 1 the whole time. Guess Camouflage Volley? Actually not sure about that. It's a lot of bleed though. The game struggles with how much bleed and sight we're applying. I don't know why I used the scavenge here. Guess because I thought it'd be cool. Alright, buffer doesn't prevent bleed. I'm like, how do we just get bled there? It's our perk. We have the Fury perk on. For all the Fury that we're putting on Sylvie. I specifically opted not to grab Fury this act. I didn't want to like be too tempted by the raw damage. It's kind of crazy how much we can disrespect the act. No, I don't have energy. No, I can't do all the things. Can't double the bleed. Now they're gonna have to reach 200 bleed the slow way. Alright, detox. We'll definitely just play this for 6. And Divine Power should get us out of this mess. Slowly but surely getting our poison up there too. How much is this Fan of Knives? Quite a lot, actually. That's a chunky bit of damage there. Beautiful. Alright. How difficult do you think a no damage taken run would be on Madness 18 with the latest DLCs and super fast enemies? I mean, when you word it like that, it makes it sound like it'd be more difficult, but I actually don't think it'd be that difficult. They slowed down some of the super fast enemies in Act 3. So I believe that there is a 25 speed enemy, but you could easily path for that. And like we specifically made the run harder than it needed to be when we played it last time. So if I'm being honest, I don't think it'd be that hard still. Or rather, like, obviously it takes work. Wow, we got the Frost Axe purple. Kind of makes you think, doesn't it? Also goggles. But we can't replace Spider Queen Eye with goggles, unfortunately. That's not how that works. Frost Axe purple, very funny. The transform weapons going from only increasing frost damage to increasing all damage is so silly. Like, as if that matters. Like, okay. Yeah, shiny axe, right? So Quill's better as a card, but I guess we could take the Frost Axe. The whole thing was we were going to take Frost Axe on Sylvie, but now it doesn't really make sense, right? You change the damage type a second time? Yeah. It doesn't make a lick of sense to take Frost Axe on Sylvie right now. Whatever. Tyrant Necklace, I guess, is great, actually. More fortifier charges is kind of incredible. Frost Axe is fun. Yeah, Frost Axe is a lot of fun. And we are doing a little bit more damage than I would like, but we have so much sharp that we'd have to get rid of in our decks. Like, I don't... And then, like, so much more would depend on Velarion, who already has a 26 card deck that, like, is trying to do too much. It just seems a little bit... I don't know. I want to finish this run today, I think. We're still dealing poison and bleed damage, so, like, as far as I'm concerned, we're doing our job. Who gets the bad card? Guess I'll do it for Sylvie still. Grinding Wheel could be upgraded to target the hero. Entrench could be upgraded to give us Fortify. Though now I feel like it's less necessary. We'll take the Meditate upgrade. And we'll grab the Weapons Cache upgrade. There we go. Alright, now we'll save. And hey, we can see if we can jump to the other side, get a skill card. Okay, reload. See if we can add a Blood Bargain to change the chance here. Adrenaline, we got it. Okay, just a little bit of cheating. A little bit of cheating is all it took. Alright, we can grab the key from here too, which is nice. At this point, I don't really care. I'm not going to go for the slime. So might as well go for Give to the Poor. Oh, but I guess the Starving Ratman is an event that we could change. We'll be fine. Although we're facing a Dream Boar. Kind of spooky. Look how fast all these enemies are. That's a lot of speed. I don't appreciate that. Ooh, Standard Bearer. Okay, and Blood Rage, perfect. Boar or Mini Colin? What's more important here? Okay, those two not getting to go. Great. Try to finish those two off first. Sausage Factory. Did they lower the boar's HP? Wait. This dream enemy doesn't have like 600 HP. Hold up. Wait, did they change that? Boars are spawning in the wrong area? Oh, okay. I was like, doesn't the boar always have Act 2 boar spawns in Act 3 and vice versa? Holy crap. That's wow, I didn't even... That's a little bit rough. Don't you think? Seems very bad. We do get the shield slam out there. Boars are bugged, yeah, apparently. Do the ritual, get a divine power up there. It's not really gonna matter because we're gonna play all our cards anyways. But we can pretend it matters because that's fun sometimes. Dark ritual. I guess we could have done this for 7 instead. That would have been the play. Alright, not the most early damage here. Which means that we have to deal with the boar. Hey, we got Hawkeye. Hidden Weapon gave us actually 2 weapons. That's cool. They are indeed putting the front hero to sleep, of course. As is their wont. We got all the bleed. All the poison. I think we want to make sure they don't go fast. Then we'll just make sure the boar dies in 2 turns. Bree not getting another turn isn't the end of the world. Yeah, you see like a 500 to 600 boars in Act 2 and like 400 to 500 HP in Act 3. Did you take the +3 sight perk? No. Should I have? The side enemies can't be prevented by buffer but lose all charges. Maybe I should have. I guess we're not using it that much. I mean, it still does reduce resistances slightly for piercing. It's like it's not doing nothing. But no. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have taken that perk. Wasn't thinking about it too much. But you aren't doing piercing damage, you're doing bleed. I mean, it's a fair point. This is all for the bleed. So I forget, this works in a good way or bad way? This is like a good way, right? I swear it's a good way. If it's not, we're about to be sad, but like... No, it's a bad way. Okay. Well, look at that. Velarion doing damage. We're not doing just bleed. Like, we do have to do some physical damage. You can't just win off of bleed alone. Trust me, I tried. There's a Tome of Intellect. Don't really care about it that much anymore. It would be useful probably in the late game. It's not upgraded though. I don't want to spend the shards to upgrade it. Feed the rat some rations, we get a key, we can remove a card. We definitely want to remove a card. There's some bad cards to draw in Sylvie's deck. What's our first enemy to defeat? Well, look at all these resistances to physical. We'll have a tough time trying to deal with that. Did you just slow me down, Fiend? How dare you? Okay, we can slow them all down again, though. Probably do the shield slam. Probably best to do fresh meat. And then double sharpen seems solid here. Alright, we're slowing down the enemy. Getting them to reasonable speeds. Even though they like to be unreasonable all the time. How do we want to do this turn? We could do Protect from Evil. Might actually be good. Or we could just try doing damage. I do enjoy damage. Can we remotely damage the slime? Not like, really. It would take a lot. I don't want this guy to transfer all his bleed, by the way. It's like, not what I'm looking for him to do. But maybe we could take out the dragon in time? Is that like a... Oh, we could lower his resistance there. Yes, maybe. I don't know, it seems to be happening. Poison daggers, seems like it could make our dream come true. Yes, we got the dragon in time. Now he can't transfer all his curses. Bleed coming up once again. I mean, it has genuinely made the run, like, easier in some respects. Ow. That was a lot of damage they just did to us. How'd they do that? They're not even buffed in damage. We need to heal up Bree now. She's in a lot of pain. Ooh, we didn't have Velarion go first. That is a slight problem. I guess they got rid of all her block. That was probably what happened. Oh my god. Hawkeye just in time. If we took the extra sight perk though, then Hawkeye would be even less valuable in a sad way. Hey, we can get a Master Spell on. Okay. Alrighty. Good damage. That's pretty much the fight over. Right, Velarion does all the things for our team. God, Command and Conquer is so good. Are we full health again? Does the enemy... Can they do anything anymore? I think not. Yeah, I think we're full health. Wow. Actually, amazing. Yeah, we kind of... I was gonna say we slowly take over fights, but we kind of rapidly take over fights. It's really cool. Like, we have a lot of vitality. Who needs Nevermore? Wow, we have way too much damage. But then again, the slime doesn't take anything. They're still at 95% resistance to us. Holy. That's a lot of resistance. That said, we just took him out with bleed. That's the power of the bleed run. Don't have to worry about slimes as much. Saved us a whole round. Sylvie bleed, doing work. Do we take this upgraded death stool just for the... Freaking Rain of Arrows is here again. But do we take the upgraded death stool for the count fight? Seems fine. Yeah, if we're gonna have like quick shots and stuff, why not? Goodbye, Rain of Arrows. I mean, I could take it now. The temptation is gone. We can no longer click double shot. Yeah, the taunt is good. What do we need to get rid of in this Velarion deck? Nothing? Yeah, sure. I'm glad you agree. I'm gonna get rid of Clarity, slowly but surely. We're probably getting rid of those. I guess Intercept is gone. Kind of want to upgrade the Bloodthirsty. Throw Bola. How often are we going to need that? We probably don't need this Sharpen on Bree. Now that I've thought about it a little bit longer. Okay. Save. We're definitely going to do a fight. We don't have any reason to make Frost Axe purple again. Yeah, there's no reason for us not to fight, really, other than if we're afraid of losing, which, since we're curse heavy as a build, maybe we're slightly afraid of losing. Defensive strategy here, once again, to grace us with its presence. Don't know if I want to command and conquer early here. I think we'll just be happy with a starting grinding wheel. This is another fight that requires direct damage. Like, I wish I could rely on statuses more, but the more I think about it, the more there's just like so many fights in the game where if you try to do that, like, you are punished very heavily. And because of restricted power, like, just the end game of statuses isn't that strong. I don't know. Maybe if these limits got increased a little bit on some of the... Like, maybe on bleed and poison, if the limits got increased, that'd be cool. Yeah. Bleed and poison would probably be, like, the most innocuous upgrades here. Wow, did someone say have all the energy? Alright. Velarion is in real danger of dying. However, Sylvie could bail us out. She's not going to because we drew all quick shots. We didn't have any Inspire. Huh. Uh-oh. No, don't hit Velarion. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No! I have to reload the combat. We went too ham. I didn't realize we had like 0 Inspire on Sylvie. She didn't do anything on her turn. How did that happen? Seems impossible that it would happen like that, but maybe that was just the way it was meant to be. We didn't even proc like lead. I don't know. That was weird. Okay, but surely this time Sylvie gets what she needs. Velarion certainly can expose these two. So maybe we go a little less ham. And we just do it for like 7 energy. 7 energy is a lot. Yeah, that's still like a lot of energy. And then we have some defenses. Okay, Velarion shouldn't die now. Even if we don't draw anything better. Cool, we got a camouflage. Could legitimately change everything. Oh my god, we got volley. And a scavenge. It did actually change everything. That's so crazy. Okay. 1 extra Inspire. He's going to transfer all that bleed and poison. I prefer that he didn't, but I can't stop him. Or can I? No, can't stop him. Hopefully he doesn't reduce Sylvie's auras. Good. Did give a bunch of poison to Sylvie though. He's got like nothing going for him. He is very toast. I don't know, at this point, like, what do we want? Just some slight damage increase? Velarion, you want to just pop the Leech anyways? Alright. Yeah, this would have been a painful boss to only have poison and bleed on. You have to have a very, very tanky team for that. Purple poison spray. I mean, I guess. Second chance at Tome of Intellect, still unupgraded. I think we skip, we just have so many things. We have the Frost Axe, like we don't need the Tome of Intellect. Wow, Stone Amulet is here. The only thing I could consider replacing a Tyrant Necklace for. I feel like we're gonna take nothing. Right? Like none of this is good for us. Yeah, I think none of this is good for us. Okay. Moving on. An exotic equipment shop. I mean, with 5,000 gold, I won't say no. Poison fields are here, but like, we don't care about 7 poison. What I remember is that we want to kill the cat lady with with Rusty, with the bad Heiner here. Actually, kind of a problem. They are quite annoying, but we can fix that problem with a taunt here. Interestingly, that's fun. I'm not explaining why the cat lady with Rusty is a problem, but I'm hoping that it'll show up and explain itself. Alright, we have damage on Sylvie this turn. So stuff is going well. Target shooting can only hit one target. Yep, that makes sense. We decided that in advance. So yeah, with Zealous Prayer, I guess this isn't gonna do it turn 1. But basically the problem is Heiner starts to taunt. He has his shield thing, and then we have Zealous Prayer on the monsters. He goes very slowly, and then can't take any damage for like ever. And her second phase is even worse from what I recall. Guess we'll just rapid fire all 3 targets. And you seem very resistant to piercing, so we'll just make sure you bleed. So yeah, she'll put like a taunt on a monster, give them shackles, and then they'll be unable to go for a while, but this guy's like super tanky. It's quite the mess. Then we just have to Arcane Drain here. Ooh, do I want Arcane Drain? Maybe just a Vampiric is fine. Everybody's got more poison. Hidden Weapon actually grabs some stuff. Guess we'll try not to take too much damage. Get a little bit of healing going. Can't poison or Hidden Weapon again. So we'll just poison daggers. Shouldn't be too lethal. Oh right, we're taunting. Ow. Hold up. Yeah, okay. Wait, no, Bree died with the shackles! Dang it. Do I just want to let that happen? I kinda do. I don't know, I just don't want to replay the fight. Is that so wrong? Is it wrong that I don't want to replay the fight at all? I've had to replay so many fights. Alright, we'll grab more Leech heals. It's gotta be good. Yeah, the taunt on Bree kinda got her killed. Probably didn't need to do that for this fight. Probably overestimated the danger there. Just Mass Dispel, probably. Still be happy with our lot. Yeah. Grab Sharp, Fan of Knives, Premium Meat. Okay, they're dead. Easy fight. He says when Bree's dead. Third helping hand or fourth helping hand on Yogger. It is upgraded. Could do it. Blood Alchemy. We'll take it. We'll take a free Blood Alchemy. I shan't say no. Whoa, lots of purples in here. Bloodstone, look at us. We're a bleed game, so we're gonna take Bloodstone because it totally does something. In all seriousness, no. Seashell Ring would be a lot of fun to have just billions of buffer, but we can't get rid of Blood Amulet. A Endless Bag. Who has endless energy? I guess Bree could at this point. There are turns. Sure. I kind of like purple Endless Bag on Bree. We don't need the speed anymore, so yeah. Yeah. That seems like a solid purchase. How dare you come back and do this to my people? What does that do? Well, she orders Harley to look for a weak point on Feyborg. Oh, so she gives, like, gives him vulnerable? Yep, vulnerable in sight. I don't know how she's ordering Harley to do anything. We don't have that. Looks like we're gonna get our first use out of Endless Bag. Very nice. Still can't block though. Maybe we should have done one less sharp. We're gonna get stunned. This fight is a problem. Velarion got stunned. That's the worst one. Okay, we took tons of damage there. Too much damage, in fact. I did not want Velarion to get stunned of all the people. Might need to do Bloodthirsty again. We have to get a lot of heals going. We have 22 sharp. Doesn't really matter if he steals our sharp. Okay, we got a heal off at least. The stun is so problematic. Stole our sharp, stole our speed up. Holy crap, that was a billion damage though. Why was that so much? Okay, hold up. Reload combat. Probably because we drew Death's Door on Bree. The laziness of the other fight, where we didn't get rid of that Death's Door, so thus we're starting with vulnerable on Bree, probably got us killed here. That's a shame. Guess we'll give the Inspire to Yogger, because he can make use out of it. Then hopefully the block ends up being something for us. Yogger got frozen this time. What? Is that random? Based on who we target? I mean, I knew that, kind of. Well, I think it's because we reloaded. Okay, Velarion getting to go, though, is probably more impactful. So we got to heal. I'd love to be able to apply one more Leech, but let's do a Protect from Evil. That might keep us alive for the next turn. If we're lucky. Because we do double Sharpen Sai here, I believe. Doesn't quite actually get us there. Whoops. Okay, we didn't die this time, though. That's super good. Command and Conquer's here to bail us out. But how's it going to do that? Because we can't play Blood Rage. Okay, we're gonna heal up Bree next turn. Don't worry about it. It's all gonna be okay. Okay, Bree almost died there. It's not okay. It's nothing about this fight's okay. How did this happen? What am I doing with my life? How do I do this? We're so slow. I kind of just need to heal us up more. Hope to live. Like, we're probably not winning anytime soon, is my guess. This guy's gonna get rid of all his bleed very shortly. And we can't slow him down enough. Does he kill us this turn? Can't remember if he kills us this turn. That was with the barrier, by the way. Wow, that 5 buffer really made a difference. Now we should be able to recover. Thank you, Command and Conquer. Also, yikes, everything else. Like, that's just kinda going overboard. We have no damage on Sylvie right now. Could do the Entrench. Will do the Entrench. 125 block is probably enough. We don't have too much chill on us just yet. Gotta meditate. Okay. Feeling like we could do this. Blood bargain. And then we'll mass dispel. Huge gains in energy for us. Alrighty. Now we've taken control of the fight. We can no longer be stopped. Also, he has so much bleed already on him. Guess I'll play the Entrench. Even though we already have Fortify, but it does give us more health. Alright. We're making it. Now, we do no damage on Sylvie, because like we didn't prioritize damage in the slightest. However, that's okay. We're never meant to do too much damage. Also, look at all the sight and poison that's on him. He's got minus 6% piercing resist. Perfect. Death's Door is showing up. It's got good timing. Okay, we're gonna be faster than him for a long while now. I would be surprised if we had to worry at all. So we still does need some sharp. The music has stopped. It is realized that the fight is over. Here's all the energy transference we were looking for. Just put Leech on there, get his resistance lowered a little bit more. Then we're not in danger of dying, surely, right? I don't know. If we were, we're not now. 200 bleed, 200 poison. This is how it's supposed to be. Alright. They have 16 Leech on them. So, minus 33% piercing resist. Very good for us. Yeah. Dang. Whew. That was tough. Much tougher than I was hoping it would be. A challenging shout. Probably not. But our third cold snap on Velarion is very funny. Storm Javelin, just in case we wanted to think about that. Don't need another grinding wheel, I don't think. We'll take the Enrage, especially because we'd have to upgrade that in grinding wheel. Wow, if we'd taken the chance on the Stone Amulet, it would have been worth it. But who knew? Do I want anything else here? We could take the Crate Crossbow on Sylvie. I mean, it would let us play more ranged attacks, which would also apply bleed on hit. We already, like, apply bleed on hit, you know? And, like, once we have the Hawkeyes out, we have way too much bleed. And we want to find the Hawkeyes more often. So I think the Crank Crossbow is okay to take here. He says, trying to convince the audience. Yes, yes. The Crank Crossbow. I think we're going Black Portal. I don't even have an item I want to corrupt, really. Spider Queen Eye isn't it. Tiki Mask doesn't really matter too much. Crane Crossbow wouldn't be bad, but probably not what we care about. What does Blood Amulet do? Sanguinate, purple. Not much. I mean, maybe we'll find an item we want to corrupt there. Could corrupt the Tyrant Necklace. Yeah, go Black Portal. We also have the key for the bottom chest. So depending on what our shop is, we might go corrupt an item, or we might just go for the grave robbing. I do like Steadfast Boots. I like the Sapphire Ring here as well. The handbook can be quite nice. We've got the Scryer Staff. Now for every site we apply, we can apply Burn as well. I don't know about that one. Y'all don't know about that one either, right? Surely it's not Scryer's Staff. Alright, I did something stupid. Let's buy the Sapphire Ring so we can balance it out with something smart. Let's grab Steadfast Boots. We could grab that on Velarion too. Him never being slowable is good. Advanced Handbook probably doesn't have that much usage. Actually would be probably kind of nice on Bree. The Endless Bag is also good too. We're going to have a lot of energy as the game goes on here. Once we hit level 5, we have our energy and draw problems sorted for the most part. So it could be Steadfast Boots on Velarion instead of Yogger, so that Yogger can potentially maintain speed. Velarion never being slowed, so he always goes before Sylvie. Seems nice to me. We could just buy the upgraded version of Handbook on Velarion, which, again, I just don't see it coming up that often. Like, if we look at our deck here, this skill vanishes, this skill vanishes, these 3 skills vanish. So, like, it could matter, but, like, it's not likely to matter too much. And it is a lot of gold, but what else are we spending our gold on? Potentially nothing. Well, we gotta remove some cards. So let's hold that thought. We took the Death Stool. The Throw Bola is here as well. It's very expensive. We have a lot of cards kind of in the way. I think I'm down to make Battle Shout cost 2 now. If we even want it at all. Do we even still want this? We don't need Powerful from Battle Shout anymore. And we have an upgraded Barricade. So yeah, I think we just get rid of that. That seems good. Probably should get rid of one of the Taste of Bloods or Bleed Out. I think we're going to upgrade the Bloodthirsty. Taste of Blood, at least one of them is going away. Or sorry, Bloodthirsty is going away. Or no, it's Taste of Blood? One of the cards that I just picked up is going. The Helping Hand, we said we could remove our other Helping Hand. I do like Repair Armors still. I don't hate the repetition training. Sometimes that's valuable. Do I want the other version though? Might want the other version. Shield Slam's kind of good. Divine Power could be upgraded. So we probably want Amplify at this point. It's just a little too hard to ignore Amplify. And then we already have a Master Spell. So Velarion is doing 10 million and a half things. Do we have any other Inspire, like Energize options? We have Fortune Telling, of course. Of course. Do we want an Anthem of Hope? I mean, it does get relevant in the final fights here. So perhaps we want Courage. Courage is a good way to survive a lot of the damage that these enemies do. I mean, are we going to draw it? No. Like, look at our deck. We're 29 cards. What is this? What are we doing? I'm going to get rid of the Psychic Drain. Even though it's our one repeatable Leech. It is our one repeatable Leech, isn't it? I'm gonna get rid of this Clarity. We're gonna grab a Scry. I think Scry will still help us thin our deck more than it hurts. And then Sylvie has a similar problem. I've been enjoying this purple dual strike. But maybe it's not multi-shot. Maybe it's just volley is all we need. Maybe some of these quick shots could go. We have this Hawkeye, but it's not like that great. We could try grabbing another hidden weapons. I like that idea. That one's fun. Yeah, hidden weapon Sylvie. Never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I would do this for Sylvie. But I think it makes sense here. And then... yeah, like why do we want these quick shots? We don't, right? We even just got rid of the reason. Like we don't have ranged attacks to draw anymore. We have Scryer's Staff. So we don't want quick shots. We actually just want the small weapons. We just want poison darts. Poison darts and shivs. It's what we truly want. And then we get rid of the quick shots. And we can buy this scavenge. And setup. It's beautiful. What could go wrong? This is a 27 card functional Sylvie deck. I fear for my sanity. We're not going to need this many helping hands. Not in the long run. We could probably upgrade a helping hand to get rid of shackles. Sure. Okay. That's going to do all that we need to do. I'm going to save my money. Let's take a look at our decks. We are sharpening up. We're bleeding out. Got a lot of energy transference. Yeah. I think we're set. Rare equipment shop. Let's take a look. I'm glad we saved 1,000 gold. We might be able to find something better. 30% discount, so you know, it costs as much as it costs in town. Need to take care of the monk most likely. Yeah, this guy's only 24 speed now, base. That's so handy. Friggin' Dust Door ruining everything. We'll entrench. Oh, you random attacked Bree? You stressed her out? That doesn't do anything, you fool. I'll make sure Bree is slightly stronger here. And we can even proc Leech. Oh, they're having a hard time getting through our block thanks to the mitigate. Alright, we're gonna win with Divine Power. Ooh, we can't Divine Power and Blood Bargain Divine Power. That's unfortunate. I guess we could just Blood Bargain. Yeah, that's not that bad. If we wanted to play it really safe, we could just grab like Protect from Evil. Like Blood Alchemy here. Have a little bit of Fury going. Weapons cache. And we just focus on taking out the monk, I believe. Wow, we're already doing significant damage to the monk. More than I was expecting, actually. Might as well camouflage Phantom Knives. Yeah, being able to target the monk now is a lot nicer than whatever we were doing before. Look at all these statuses. This is a good way to get a lot of statuses on enemies. Ow! What? That's so much bleed. What? There's not even that much of a speed difference. There was like barely any speed difference. Jeez. 42 bleed? Are you kidding me? Don't have a great way of getting rid of all that bleed. I guess that is maybe a slight problem we have, is if we get a lot of bleed on Sylvie, we have like one way to remove it. No, we have Yogger too. Yogger can also remove bleed. So maybe it's not that bad. We do have Vitality to heal back up, if we have to. It's not too shabby. I called Maya Miyasha, and now she's going to hurt me on Monday. Is that so? You can't hide that one from me. Oh, sorry. That's funny. Just a little bit of work chat getting in there, I assume. Sorry, maybe I should have thought before I read that one too. Sorry, that's just really funny. We have no energy here for this. Well, I hope you don't get hurt too bad. Hey, we finally have Hawkeye. We can do all the damage. Wow, we get, like, actual value out of small weapons on Sylvie. Maybe this is the true Sylvie build all along. Still not going to take ambidextrous. Do I want to take Bane? It does scale with poison. It's kind of funny. I don't know. At this point, we're just taking stupid stuff. That's all we do. Golden Bell. Oh, Virulent Ring is here. Hold up. Wait, for every bleed we apply poison. Perfect. I knew it would show back up. I had faith. I had 100% faith that this would come back to us. Like the upgraded version, sure we get one more bleed charge and it'd be nice to have more resistances, but like... Hello. Hello, poison. And after we just took Bane, too? Come on, useful items. Success. Cool. Bonk Hammer. Probably better than Soul Reaver. Gives us a slow. Sylvie can pick this lock? Wait, what? Since when can Sylvie pick a lock? Okay, well, now I know. Velarion gets a demonic tutor. We would like that. This fight can be tricky for us because it's a wizard and a witch and a monk. Like, this is actually a super scary fight, but primarily not... Like, partially because of the champions, because this guy shackles, and, like, that's always scary, but, like... Largely because, like, these two enemies are BS. Hopefully he doesn't speed anybody up. He gives them 10 powerful. That's nutty. He increases all monsters' attack by like 50%. And not just like 50%, but like actually 50%. Okay, hopefully we get one of our like 3 ways to get cold hands off the top of the deck, but now there's spell immunity. Am I gonna be shackled forever? Spooky fight. Okay, we did get fortune telling. That's great. How do we want to handle this? Bane's probably not going to be that useful. The rest of these cards seem okay. Alright. We have like all the statuses they're ever going to have because they have 10 turns of freaking being crazy. There's so much getting calculated there. That is very intense. Kind of need to take out the monk, but kind of also need to take out the witch. The witch is not okay. Weapons cache. I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. Monk is going to transfer some of their curses now. Can we survive 2 turns of the enemies going? I don't know. I don't know. Probably not, because they all have like 10 powerful. So they're doing 10 million damage. What is that damage? You're not even buffed in damage. I hate late game enemies. This is so stupid. Oh my god. Dude, the wizard and witch are so stupid. These 2 enemies are not okay. These 2 enemies are not okay. Why do they have more health than champions? And why are they so fast? Okay, they should just be slow. Why are they 21 speed? These enemies are way too fast for what they do. They're like super support enemies that like go crazy when they go, and yet they're 22 and 21 speed. Yeah, okay. That's a tiny bit tilting. And by a tiny bit, I mean extremely tilting. Like, we even have speed control, like, to an extent. And then they shackle, though, like... the buffer, the immunity spell. What could I possibly do against this? Nothing, really. Like, we're out of luck. We'd have to do, like, all the damage this turn, but we didn't get a hand where we could do damage. We didn't get any divine power or anything. Yeah, we just have no damage. Like, we have 12 sharp. It's not enough. Bin, are you here? I don't know what I'm supposed to do against such reckless hate. The buffer keeping them alive too. Like, I guess we'll try it without cold hands. We're not like a squishy team either. This is just... Yeah. This is just the witch and wizard being dumb. This is insane. Yeah, that's kind of insane. Okay, we'll try it without cold hands, but like we might not win this fight without cold or even with cold hands. 10 powerful on all enemies. I hate the shackles in the beginning too. I just don't feel like we got much of a chance here. We'll see what that extra draw can give us. Maybe a fighting chance. I used to think Lancers were scary for slow teams. Does Entrench do anything about our circumstances? Maybe. Okay, Sylvie's actually going before the Witch. They're way too fast to start out, though. The Witch and Wizard are, like, stupidly fast. We drew Divine Power. Yeah. Looks like we got lucky enough with our draw this time. That we'll probably be able to make it. I don't know, though. Probably get rid of a Sharpened Sai. Get rid of the Bane. We'll give it a shot. We have the Camouflage, the Volley. Like, I'm actually concerned that this still isn't even remotely enough. We're gonna focus all of our damage on the Witch. Alright, maybe she'll die. She's still gonna shackle our two heroes. But we have enough block potentially to survive, even though she did like 50 damage on two units with that shackling. Yeah, the Cold Snap. I guess we just can't deal with this speed control when the enemies have broken speeds. Oh, they still got their buffer off because the Witch died at the end, right? Yeah, that's a slight problem. Still, Sylvie just needs to do the damage. I don't think we have a better option. Set up. Wow. Are we dead? Wow, that's with the block from our turn. Yeah, it turns out when you give monsters plus 50% damage, that's just stupid. Holy crap. Yeah, we'll retry the combat. Do we have enough damage to take out the monk, maybe? Gonna need to save on the Velarion turn, I think. Go ahead and conquer first here. Try to get as much mitigate out as possible. We might be here a while. Okay. How do we live through everything? Yeah, we gotta take out the monk. Maybe? I don't know. The witch and the monk are terrifying to me. But, like, you gotta do something here. Are we better off with just, like, draw damage here? Like, powerful in damage? Debating on this divine power. I feel like we need it for the damage, but I don't know. Yeah, we have to save on the Velarion turn. See what we can do from there. Don't know if we'll have the damage for the monk at this point, but we will give it a shot. So, weapons cache gives us some good stuff. In fact, if we oxidate now, the poison will make Bane do more. Or we should have, I guess we don't want to camouflage first, kind of, because we're saving the camouflage for Bane, right. Bane is the front monster, though. So that doesn't work. Now we can grab poison daggers now, but... Okay, the monk theoretically can die this turn. Maybe with the monk dead, we have a chance. They're leaving with like 60 block and over 100 health on everybody with like halfway decent starting resistances. I'd say actually just decent starting resistances. We still died there. That's actually insane. I mean, the Lancer is scary. Like, I wasn't wrong to, like, fear a Lancer, but, like, this is ridiculous. Okay, we survived the onslaught. We're able to take out the monk. Ow? Ow? We died to poison with Sylvie? Wait, what? No. Hold up. Can I reload her turn? No. Okay, we have to quick load to the... Oh, to the Sylvie turn. Okay, yeah, we're alive. Okay. Apparently attacking got us killed. Oh, because we have Witch's Curse. Damage with it, we get dark. I see. Cool. Sounds reasonable. Alright, Velarion, just go heal everybody up with Leech. Not even a lot because we have Decay on everybody. Holy shit. I'm losing my mind here. This is why we don't do only poison and bleed and stuff. The game doesn't want you to be able to do that. We will Blood Rage twice. Okay, we have a defensive strategy. That's cool. Get rid of our own shackles. Keep our damage going. Okay, the witch is slowed for next turn. Limiting power really kills a lot of play strats. Yeah, but also just these these enemies right now are just not remotely fair enemies. Like, I don't know. I don't think these enemies are good right now. The witch and the wizard, they are way too quick, at least, for what they do. I mean, really, the immunity spell is just nuts. This is insane. And the fact that she starts with a double shackles as well, it's so brutal. And, like, we put answers to shackles in our deck, but we're just barely making it through this fight without doing the corruptor. And, like, we're not a bad deck, it's just that this team is that strong. Oh good, we got Death's Door. Excellent. Yeah, there are fewer witches and sorcerers in the white path and more of those constructs, just random battles. Even with random battles? Really? I don't know if the... Do you think that changes? I thought random battles were, like, actually truly random. That was my understanding of it, at least. Like, I actually didn't think you had any chance of fighting less of these. Alright. We got damage. Goodbye, Witch, who was about to basically empower the whole other team and just ruin it all, but they can't anymore. What can we scavenge, though? Oh my god. Cool, we got it. Jeez, that was an insane fight. I'll take an upgrade, a purple battle plan. Purple battle plan's takeable. We want push forward. We want that on Bree mainly. But I'll take it on Yogs. Alright, we get items. We're at half health at the end of that fight, but we kind of don't have a choice. Okay, Amulet of Speed. Fountain Pen showed up too. I don't know, this Frost Axe were looking worse all the time. We also have Nullifier, which we don't mind adding on to probably Yogger. Wow, these are a bunch of really good items. Amulet of Speed, though, does that really matter too much for us? Thinking about it more. And the Fountain Pen, I mean, like, the Frost Axe has been doing some stuff for us. Like, genuinely, maybe we don't need Fountain Pen. Maybe we keep Frost Axe because we actually just want the chill. I wish Clairvoyant Scroll didn't have the same spot as Spider Eye. But, I mean, it's playing a spell, so it's not like Sylvie's playing spells anyway. Over Tyrant Necklace, though? I'm not sure about that one. We could take Fountain Pen on Bree, too. Give everybody one Inspire at the start. I don't hate that, but we did just take the Nullifier, and the Nullifier is going to let us apply a lot more vulnerable. it seems valuable in its own way. Sanguinate, but then we can't take the Amulet of Speed because it's a ring. Man, these are tough choices. Because Battle Plan is a book, right? So this would let us draw another card with Battle Plan, and it lets everybody get Inspire at the start, which is definitely what we want. I don't know, Fountain Pen Bree makes a lot more sense the more I think about it. But Amulet of Speed would be really good too. If we could get the, well, card we didn't buy on her. If we get Push Forward on her, that could be a lot of fast. I mean, we apparently need some speed control still. Maybe this Amulet of Speed isn't it. I wouldn't mind it on Velarion though, but we'd be giving up Blood Amulet, and we're kind of reliant on Blood Amulet to actually pop Leech most of the time now. We need 2 Velarion cycles, but being a lot faster would be nice. We'd actually be too fast though. We'd be going before Yogger. That actually isn't the worst, now that I think about it. There's an argument for getting rid of our Blood Amulet. Wish there were easier ways to apply Leech. Well, at least we got some good items. I can't really complain about that. Skip the purple Amulet of Speed. Take care of an injury and heal us. I mean, we could try to heal us, but we're not gonna actually be able to do it. But thankfully we can get rid of the Death Door this way. I don't know how many more of these sharpens I need. I feel like I don't need Bleed Out. I think Bleed Out has just been not useful. I took it for the memes, but I'm feeling less memey now. Now that we had that fight. I'm feeling like I want to not take it easy on the game. The game does not deserve my mercy. Do I want Bane? Like, I guess. How much better is Bane than, like, a Poison Spray, though? Right? Like, at the end of the day, Poison Spray probably ends up doing more. Didn't I buy this Bane? Feels bad to get rid of a thing that we bought. But no more Mr. Nice Guy. Are we dead if I do this? I don't know. Bolfior not being immune, or Bolfior being immune to slow is very annoying. But he's only 19 speed, so you know. Still not that bad. Holy crap, that's a Bree turn and a half. Command Conquer really doing work here. Aha, you're taunting, but we can still attack Bolfior. Joke's on you. Him being immune to slow is annoying me. Force slow on everybody should help out. We got block. We got meat. Get rid of some of the vulnerable. Well, we are up there. Now, Bolt here is gonna suck. Because he stresses everybody out and de-energizes them. Or if he doesn't stress them out immediately, he just puts the stone on top of their deck, which like eventually stresses us out. It'd be best to play as few skills as possible this turn. We'll get rid of stoned on Sylvie's deck. Might want to heal with a sharpened sai. So I think I'm going to keep that on top. Oh yeah, we got Hawkeye. It's happening. And we got hidden weapon to proc like multiple times. That's awesome. Cool. We got a fat heal, and I feel strong. Just make sure they're very dead in case this guy heals or something. No, he has a meteorite. Then burn. That's a lot of burn, actually. Why was that so much? It just is. Just is a lot. Damage by others, gain fury and rage. It's pretty strong. Damage by others, apply bleed and crack and then gain block. Okay. We're not out of the woods just yet, but we're looking pretty healthy. Alright, Bree doesn't get to draw any cards next turn, but hopefully she won't need to. Hopefully there is no next turn for Bree. De-energize is such a brutal thing to do. Repetition training, the blood. Alright. I feel safe enough now. Love a lot of these cards. I guess we want the Dark Ritual. Put the Blood Bargain back on top. That one doesn't really matter to us so much. Did that end up applying the chill? No, it couldn't have. It would have been at least like 18 more chill, right? Still have to figure that out. Alright, Sylvie. Show us what you got. She's got a volley in her. She's got a fan of knives, too. Kind of like fan of knives even more. There's so many things being calculated every time we hit. It's very funny, but also a little stupid. I guess we set up a scavenge on top, so we could adrenaline, then we can weapons cache, then we could sharpen sai. Why not? Yeah, never letting this guy attack is a good plan. Ow! Whoa! What? You've combust? Since when? Thank goodness you slowed. If you didn't slow down Bree, she'd just die. Ow. No, wait. Save turn. Reload the turn. Oh my god. I almost killed Bree by speeding her back up. I can't. I can't do this. Go on, Velarion. We need some Leech explosions. Those aren't Leech explosions. Come on, Velarion. Wait. Oh, I didn't do that right. Well, it's fine. Sylvie will handle it. I don't think either of them can survive a sharpened scythe, though. Yeah, not quite. Okay. Dear God. Second weapons cache? Think what I'm thinking? Weapons cache has been pretty good for us. Skip the rest of these. What did we find? Found Winged Blade. Stainless Cuirass, though, actually, I do like a lot. Could keep Sylvie alive easily. We want speed on everybody else, so I think it's the Sylvie. Ooh, we could actually buy the second Virulent Ring as well, though. That's very interesting. But Sylvie being kept alive with Stainless Cuirass seems a lot better to me. Wait, we could do both. Why choose when we could do both? Greater Mana Potion is mana every turn, actually? Wait, did it always used to be this? Did they change Purple Greater Mana Potion? This is a lot better. Wait, I swear it didn't used to do this. Huh. But yeah, we can buy a Virulent Ring. Which I think we should, because it's very, like, good for the run. Though we could also buy Greater Mana Potion. Well, I guess we don't really have anybody who desperately wants it. I would love Winged Blade on Velarion, just for the extra leech charge. But we'll take the Virulent Ring. Mark II. This is so good. Sylvie all of a sudden became like the tankiest person on the team. What are her stats? 84% piercing resistance. 59% on her lowest resistances. Yeah, she's far tankier than Velarion. Tankier than Yogger. But just a little less HP. And tankier than Bree. Bree's highest resistance is 58% to start with. Holy crap. I mean, obviously she has less HP than those two, but like, not by that much. And this fight doesn't look that bad. But the reward also isn't very good, so we won't deal with Tabula Rasa because I don't want to deal with that. Okay, are we in the clear? Are we stabilized yet? Who do I take out? I guess this guy's gonna have too much vulnerable on his hands. I do worry about giving Bree taunt. Seems a little sketchy. At the same time, it's real good. It's like real good when we do this. The Entrench could be great here. Save turn. I think we have the damage. I think I'm just gonna apply a lot of vulnerable to the enemy. Yeah, I knew you were gonna taunt, but I want to target this guy down. Hey, you got slowed. Good stuff. Okay. Can unslow Bree for next turn. Unvulnerable Bree. Entrench seems good. Perfect. This guy's got negative resistances by a long shot. What a weird turn. Didn't really get to buff up Sylvie, but maybe our statuses will come through. Got Hawkeye. I guess we want to make sure this guy doesn't remove our Fortify. That would be the one thing that truly sucks. So, oh, we can't attack him though. Uh-oh. Let's do a hidden weapon again. Double shiv. Unfortunate. So much sight. So much damage. I'd like to heal up again. Wow, we have all the bleeding poison on our front boy there, so we might as well attack the guy in back. Statuses are ahoy. That's tough damage to take. Don't get rid of my Fortify. You jerk. You got rid of my Fortify and slowed. Guess I should have played the 4 slow card. Oh yeah, random attacks all hitting Bree. That's right. That's a problem. You don't do damage though, right? Nah, you don't do any damage. Oh, but you did speed up Bree somehow over Yogger. I don't even know how that quite happened. But we healed Bree up. So it's fine. Looking for better heals. We need to scry. Mass Dispel, there we go. That's all I really want. Bree is now safe. We can buff up Sylvie to our heart's content, though we don't really need to do too much there. Great. Saved Bree's life. They're both still taunting. Yes, that does make sense. You, Mr. Orby Orb, really annoyed me. Alright. What do we got going? We got a standard bear. Move some slows probably for the next turn. Barricade because we don't want to die to randomness. Oh, we can do our entrench. Sure. Right. Endless bag. It's a good card. Are we still winning? I saw you struggling against the witches. I was very much struggling against the witches and wizards, and they're not balanced characters. They need to be like 5 speed slower than they are. For all that they do. I legitimately think, actually, like, looking at it more, Reginald is nothing compared to that witch. And the wizard is just kind of no joke, depending on the team. Like, applying 10 powerful to the whole enemy team in one card. I was playing Pokemon, so I used it as background noise for a while. Good, good. I'm happy when people can just chill and vibe to the stream. But yeah, that witch and wizard, they are such problems for most teams. Like, it is kind of ridiculous how many teams I actually think they counter. We're already at max inspire. We don't have to worry about much. I'm amazed we got through there, but had we like tried to lean too hard into Memory, definitely would have been a throw. Like if we went too deep into the Leech, like would not have been possible. And that's a shame. Or not Leech, too deep into the bleed. We have to have damage. AoE Divine Power followed by Amplify on turn 2 is kind of ridiculous, yeah. Oh, and the 104 buffer across the team. Yeah, and don't forget the Shackle in the very beginning, where she shackles your front 2 heroes, so she immediately takes speed control. Hey, we did get pushed forward. That's nice. Alright, and we leveled up. Cool. So let's see what we get here. We're going to cheat very hard on this section by just reloading. We'll just exit and quit, basically. So what we want is definitely 3-star chef. Take a look at the jewelry section. I don't think jewelry is even what we want. Definitely take tireless. Jewelry, come on. We don't have great odds of this, do we? 3-star chef. Probably gonna be going homostasis. I don't know. Do we even need that much draw anymore? The no cheating rule doesn't apply if we've encountered DLC enemies. It's so true. I'm like, I don't even feel bad anymore. I'm just, yeah. Bin's not here to enforce it either, so, you know. I don't know, do we take an armor? What armor would I even want? Wow, we actually do get it if we level up everybody. Okay. Iron Fortress, holy crap. Invincibility? Invincibility is here. Who do I take that on? Now I kind of wish I took the Stainless Cuirass on Velarion here. Then I could have taken the Iron Fortress on Sylvie. I mean, we could also try for a ring, I guess. Could try for a weapon. Could try for the accessory. Guess Velarion could still get like Cassandra's Mirror or something. This is kind of crazy though. Iron Fortress makes you kind of invincible. It's very good on Bree, but it also would ruin everything we have going for us. Like it's not actually something we can put on Bree. Sadly. Sadly we're not using a speed control outside of her. Otherwise this would be hilarious. She could apply Command and Conquer, like, because it increases mitigate charges. Her Command and Conquer would have 2 mitigate per charge, so we'd get 8 mitigate on everybody. It's very fun. I don't know. This is questionable. We can't really afford to slow down Velarion, unfortunately. He's only 17 speed, and he would be 15 speed if we got rid of his armor and replaced it with one that slowed him down. So yeah, we can't afford to do that. We can't really afford to slow down Yogger either for very similar reasons. Although he could still be 16 speed. I don't know, maybe we just make Yogger invincible. How tanky is he? Not tanky enough. Is Bree going to be the squishiest person on our team? It's looking very close. I guess Velarion's still the squishiest because you don't have that 8% resistance perk on him. We need Velarion to go before Sylvie, though. That's not really a changeable thing. I don't know. I'm just going to take this Iron Fortress. Let's take a look at the other option, though. Real quick. We'll take it on Yogger if we have to go there. Yeah, we wanted to take a look at the accessory section. Yeah, we have accessories we have to replace. Not really rings. And Trench getting us there is awesome. Holy shit! Is this that good, though? Do we even need this? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Okay, purple Obelisk Scroll wins. Fine. I don't need purple... I don't need Yogger to have his thing. Fine. Purple Obelisk Scroll. Whatever. Let's just finish the run, shall we? Take some Scrolls of Intellect. Free card upgrade, Revenge. Do I care about Revenge anymore? Probably. I mean, DLC enemies are here, but like... Do I actually? Probably not. We do need a free card upgrade. We kind of need a free card remove too, but we'll remove cards later. Do we? Actually, no, we don't remove cards later. Well, free card upgrade's still good. This Dust Duel has been in the way so often. You can't be vulnerable. How dare you? Anyways, we're starting with, like, everything we want. But yeah, this is a little bit of a ridiculous start. I can't make them vulnerable. Sure, defensive strategy, yeah, with Command and Conquer, get all the energy back. Okay, yeah, so Obelisk Scroll turns out pretty good. I mean... Like, did you just put taunt on something? No, you put something on ours? I don't know. Now we're going to be drawing like 10 cards a turn too. Plus we have Leech, so like we can keep this going turn after turn. Is the purple Obelisk Scroll like the best item in the game? It is up there for sure. It depends on what your team needs. But it's up there. It really is. Purple Obelisk Scroll, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know. Probably. Guess we need energy this turn. Yeah, that's energy. Alright, Sylvie, go crazy. Wait, did I just Divine Power himself? I did. Whatever. I don't care anymore. We purple Obelisk scrolled. We're fine. I don't even know what I want to see on Sylvie most of the time, but I assume Hawkeye is like something that's good. Could be wrong on that front. The game lags so hard every time we attack. This is so funny. Hopefully I don't lag every time that happens. Alright, let's do a target shooting on that guy. Kind of get a camouflage out there. Do a poison dagger. Yeah, maybe the 15 bless would have been necessary on Sylvie. Apparently we're not doing a lot. Oh, we're giving rage to everybody. Right, we're not doing a lot because they have frickin' 35% more resistances to us. Totally forgot about that, actually. Can we kill him? We can. With burn. Burn makes it happen. Okay, is anybody doing a heal? Every turn, recover 20. Yes. Yes, you are doing a heal. You also have a stun? Are you insane? Stop that. You stop that this instance. No stuns. Not allowed. Oh, and we had a block to deal with. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, turn 1 stun. On a dude who is, he's only 17 speed base, but also look. Alright, we have gourmet meat and shit, but like, that's crazy. See, this is why we need to be overpowered. If the monsters are going to be overpowered, we got to be overpowered too. It just stands to reason. Because, like, if everybody's overpowered, then nobody is. Alright, they're also doing 2 million damage because we attacked a bunch of times. So we gotta be careful about that. I guess we didn't attack a bunch of times. We played a bunch of small weapons. So they actually have a little bit of fury. I forgot about that. Okay. Maybe actually concerns me slightly more that they're still doing so much. Alright, yeah, we're just going full fury mode too next. Like we're gonna get a lot of fury on our hero here. It needs to happen. For my own sanity. It's a lot of damage. We can't apply any more poison to these guys. Oh, they have more resistance because they're stupidly strong. No. No, don't all hit there. You're supposed to hit at least one over there. Cool. And we have like a poison dagger probably. Yeah. Okay. Still can't hit this guy, but whatever. Go down to bleed and burn. The statuses are helping. Genuinely, actually good statuses. Just win, Sylvie. Yeah, if we have like any fury that we attach with Velarion, we're gonna be set. I'm very excited for this. Equivalent exchange isn't too terrible. I just don't think we need it anymore though. That's like, we're so far beyond equivalent exchange at this point. We definitely don't need to add more poison to them. They're already at 200 poison all the time. Okay. Right, we get a free upgrade, which is great. Bree wants this push forward upgraded. Yogger wants his push forward upgraded. We want our amplify upgraded to be the good amplify. Then Sylvie, I guess, wants adrenaline upgraded. We can go this way. We can say hi to the doctor, get more energy later. Not that we'll need it. We really won't need it at all. Maybe we do need to take care of a card. Let's try to remove cards. What cards are bad now? Helping Hands are kind of not great. Like, Helping Hands, they went down a little bit. Weirdly enough, Piercing Howl became a little bit better. But yeah, I'm less fond of Helping Hands right now. Dark Ritual is still maybe okay. Poor Velarion trying to carry the whole team by playing all the cards. But we probably don't need another Dark Ritual at this point. Then Sylvie. Sylvie is such an easy character to pilot. Brain off, full range attacks. You're not even using double shots. I'm not even using ranged attacks. Joke's on you. We're using small weapons. So, ha! Take that. But yeah, Sylvie is very, very easy to pilot. I mean, most of the time your carries are the easiest to pilot. There's only a few carries that really require some thought, really. And even then, like, it's usually all the preceding turns that take a lot more effort to pilot. The carry themselves, not so much. To get rid of this dual strike finally? Yeah, let's do it. I don't need it. Alright, combat. Combat the terrible ghosties. That's their official name. I should have said attacks. They're not attacks either. Do you feel trolled enough yet? This guy in back, I guess, needs a taunt. I don't know. I'm just playing cards. I don't know what that face is, but I really love it now. That's really good. Gosh. That's fun. We have fun here. God, this attack's so slow. Bloodthirsty is slow for some reason. I like can't handle it. It's me right now? Yeah, that sounds accurate. Oh god. So, ooh, finally get a hidden weapon early. Yeah, I like all these early. Could scry ourselves, try to find, like... Do I just want to protect from evil? You know what? Sure. Let's, like, not even have a damaging first turn. Let's see what we can do without damage. Protect from evil, do a little bit of fortune telling. Do we want to do that on Sylvie? Not really. Do that on Yogs. Yogs deserves it. We'll wait on the Vampiric Frenzy. But yeah, for the sake of attacks, right, they don't trigger the enchantment. So, not attacks. Play our sharpening knife, get a little bit more sharpen there. Mana knives, I guess we could just start doing damage. Oh my god. Oh, I love the mini lag in this game. Every time I just do anything now. This guy's taking a lot of damage. Oh, if I pop a Leech, right, we all get one Inspire, so I might as well. That's insane. Insanely awesome. Alright, we have 200 poison and 200 bleed on this guy immediately. That's alongside the 67 burn. I don't know what's causing all this lag. It wasn't lagging so much a while ago. Oh, it was lagging. So what's causing the lag is that every time Sylvie attacks an enemy now, she's applying the sight, which applies bleed, which applies burn, and then her hit applies bleed, which applies poison, and then her sight also applies poison. So it's just the fact that it's doing all of those things in like one instance, I think, that's making it lag. They got rid of all their vulnerable. Right, these guys scaled off of vulnerable. I totally forgot that. Yeah, it transforms vulnerable into shield. Well, scale is a strong word. They didn't feel like they got that much shield. Oh, I guess because they didn't have that much vulnerable. This guy had the vulnerable. Right, okay. So, yeah, it's really just the fact that we're doing so much. I like how we just blood rage to our heart's content. Sometimes just playing Blizzard makes the game lag a lot. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, and the things that hit like everything tend to make the game lag more. It's very true. Do I want Leech on the enemy? I just don't want to play that card ever again. We no longer need sharps. You get stunned, but you remove... Oh, you dispel and purge all. Oh. That's kind of cool. Kind of forgot we'd do that. I don't know, I guess we start sharpening ourselves. It's worth it. Yeah, Yogger's worth it. He earned it. Oh, Velarion's too slow? But how? Oh, he's got chill on him. I see. He can't do anything. I don't know. You're like the tanky guy, right? So we just like wipe you out and we'll feel better about our lives. We don't have any bless yet though, so we're not gonna do like that much damage. So much bleed. If only we had like bleed doing something to enemies. What if we had done Crimson Ripple? Bleed on enemies also reduces fire resistance. Oh. Then I guess it wouldn't have mattered. That answers that question. What if we had had that? Well, wouldn't matter at all. There's so much lag. We're gonna take these guys out very slowly but surely, it seems. I'm okay with this. Once we get Bless and other stuff going, we'll be better set up. So we do a blood bargain. Oh, but we don't have a... I'm stupid. Well, that's fine. It's okay to be a little dumb here and there. I would like to leech a lot for no reason. I guess there's a slight reason. We get healed up a lot. So do you think there's any chance they beat us? I'm feeling pretty tanky. They do get rid of their vulnerable a lot. Yeah, we just get to constantly entrench again. We have 2 billion Inspire from Velarion all the time. And now we're taking speed control all the time. They can beat you with boredom. True. Very true. Wait a second, we're supposed to be sharpening ourselves. Like, we could potentially be beaten. They don't have to do anything. That's scary. A scary thought. Velarion, you have too much chill on yourself. Did you know that? Oh, we had too many cards that we drew. Of course we did. What was I thinking? What do we got? We don't have enough energy still. Need more energy on Sylvie. Definitely doing like 1,000 small pokes. It's because we don't have enough bless. I'm so glad we're not relying on just bleed and poison, aren't you? I'm sure you can imagine how that would feel right about now. If I was the armor, I'd concede personally. There's no way anyone on your team is dying in this fight. That's how I feel. I mean, we haven't quite like set up an infinite, but you know, like, we're not too far off. We could even mass dispel for later. I like the idea of mass dispel here. Should have done this a slightly different order. Put Mass Spell back on top. Do a Life Surge. Cool. Wait, the combined! No! We took no damage. It's a really cool animation. So, what could be done to make these guys as like threatening as the twins? I mean, they have a lot more HP than the twins. Like, they're definitely tankier. The twins die way quicker to decks like these. So, like, I've never once felt threatened by these guys, though. Maybe that's not true, but, like, I'm pretty sure that's true. I just don't think these guys can do anything. And I'm not sure what should be changed about them exactly. But they're a lot to take in. Like, if we did have to pay attention to everything that they do, which maybe would be okay, but, like, maybe that's not what we want the game to be. I don't know, there's like, some beauty in simplicity, you know? Look at how much sharp Yogger has now. He's tanking, and he still only does 6 damage. Dang. Okay, we can Poison Dart, Hidden Weapon, Volley. Volley's very good. Hidden Weapon. Doesn't have anything more to grab. But we're out on this guy. This guy's safe. Okay. We can Poison Spray. Just deal the damage. Okay. Almost there. Probably a Sharpened Scythe there gets the job done, I have to imagine. Yes. Draw. Ooh, we can scavenge something. Probably like a Poison Dagger. Yeah. That way we can focus the damage a little bit better. And you, my friend, can have a little bit of bleed and poison yourself. Alright, so if you can't wipe me out this turn, then you are doomed. What item could we possibly get now that I'd be halfway interested in? Like, even Cassandra's Mirrors. This guy's still probably... Oh, we can't replace Spider Queen Eye. I was like, that's what we'd take on Sylvie. I guess we don't need Spider Queen Eye anymore. Realistically, this isn't applying any poison. And it might make the game lag less. Violet Ring is doing all the poison. Like, we're still in theme if we get rid of Spider Queen Eye. Another across the Obelisk because they stack. Okay, but it's like kind of unnecessary. Did you see Bree's turn this combat? It was actually insane. Do we want a second wind on Yogger at all? Do we want Yogger to have like Whirlwind? Is it time for Yogger to like break out of his shell? I feel like we're gonna start sharpening up Yogger at some point. Meteor Shower Velarion, maybe? Do you want that second wind? Whirlwind's funnier. We're back to memeing. We're feeling good about ourselves again. Could have taken the Neurotoxin, perhaps, but not too big on it. We entered that we are so good we can start throw now, but there's our second across our Obelisk scroll. But there's also Nether Blade here and Winged Blade. This is actually oh god. There's also Cloak of Speed here, which would be nice on Bree. Keep her legitimately fast for all time. The Winged Blade I'm very tempted by on Velarion. Like, I do like having another source of slowing the enemy down, though. I think that has been good, but it'd be nice to pop Leech, like, every turn. It'd be so nice to pop Leech every turn. Okay, we're doing that. The Scryer's Staff. I mean, I don't know. Probably can't get rid of the nullifier. We already have Sapphire Ring here. Sylvie killing everybody is pretty damn good speed control. True. I guess, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, we never needed the Scryer Staff, but it's kind of on theme. And Netherblade isn't really on theme. This is like a decision that like doesn't impact whether we win at all. Like we could skip all of these items and we still win the run. So I don't know why I'm like laboring over this so much, but like I guess we don't need Spider Queen Eye because we have Violent Ring, but we have no way else to get burn on the enemy. But we don't really need burn on the enemy, and Netherblade would like also solve our damage issue. And we got to keep the Spider Queen Eye because that's what we were like set out to do. Is there any way I skip this second Obelisk scroll? It's really only good for Bree. Double scroll is funny, yeah. I think I'm gonna skip it. I would have taken it if Netherblade wasn't right there. But Netherblade was right there. Alright, we're in the silly parts of the run. The Toxic has done what it needed to. Immune to vulnerable enemies, that looks scary. Isn't that scary? Seems kind of scary. We don't really need a free upgrade right now. We're about to be able to upgrade like everything, so exotic equipment shop would be good. Let's try it. Because we gotta see if there's more items we want. But vulnerable is how we're doing a lot of damage. So maybe this will be a slightly spooky plan. What is this energy everybody has? Yogger has max energy from the very get-go. Seems a little strong. Alright, we have no more extra vulnerable. Gotta remember that. Barricade, Blood Rage, Battle Plan. Just draw extra. Grinding Wheel. Then draw 5. Thank you. We literally cycled through our whole deck turn 1. Okay, you like heal up everybody, so we have to be slightly careful about you. You going slow is good. The Piercing Howl ended up being random. Okay, we can move some of the bleed. The Shield Slam legitimately turning out to be useful here, though. 4 slow is good. All the sharp in the world, and then we'll build back up the block. Why not? Also, Netherblade Null is too good of a combination to pass on. Yeah, Netherblade Nullifier, exactly. Yeah, it really is. I hate to admit it, but you're right. You're so right. Can we just like do this? Close. Seems good enough. Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't even know what I'm looking for. We popped Leech, right? We popped Leech straight away, so that gave us too much Inspire on everybody. You can have energy. You want a hidden weapon. Okay. 1, 2, right, we have this. The heck? I don't need a notification. Camouflage Phantom Knives. It's good damage. I mean, the Nullifier is not really like doing that much with only 26 bless. I did take the bless perk. I was like, did I take the bless perk? I feel like I'm doing less damage. But it's probably just from the heavy weaponry. No, they don't. It's just because they're not vulnerable, right? Yeah, they just have all the resistances, so it feels like a lot less damage because it is in a sense. Alright. Goodbye. Wow, that's like a perfect combination of cards. Alright, we're on the turn 1. Cool. That was fine. No one wanted to see more turns of that fight. Citadel. Carnage. Wait, Yogger can do Carnage? Heck yeah. We're not skipping Carnage. Rain of Arrows. No, we're not a Rain of Arrows deck. That's silly. That'd be stupid. We're not going to go Rain of Arrows. Don't be ridiculous. But Citadel, on the other hand, we're going to go Citadel. I'm not skipping a Citadel. Lightbringer doesn't matter. Steadfast Boots? Hey, we get the extra tankiness. We said we wanted to be more invincible, right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure I said that once upon a time. And that's a lot more speed and a lot more resistance. Cool. Great. Yogger is efficiently the squishiest person on the team? Wait, let's take a look at these stats. Nah, Yogger's still tankier. But not to Shadow and Mind and Holy and all that stuff. Yeah, if we offer a bit of our blood, we get a 50% discount. Okay, we need to change over the other Amplify. Before I forget to do that, I'm going to do that right now. I've taken a purple Carnage on HAIAAB before. It's so much vulnerable, especially with Null. Oh, you're right. It actually is not terrible here. I was taking it to meme, but like I was trying to throw the run. But look at you, justifying my decision. All right, we could get rid of our life tap here. Do we care to do that at all? I don't know if I care to do that. Do I want to upgrade this Divine Power? Maybe. I mean, we could start to Divine Power Yogger. Have him take over on the damage front. I like that idea. Bree probably doesn't need that much energy anymore. So I could upgrade this. I don't know that upgrading this like matters at all though. Also, do we have to worry about shackles at all? I think we have to worry about insanity. I don't think we have to worry about shackles. I guess we just upgrade this Divine Power. And then the meat means that the stuff... Oh, no, we have to upgrade the Blood Alchemy. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I can still do that. And the Fanaticism is good to upgrade too. Oh, why not? Give me a life tap upgrade. We're not cycling through the deck that much. And do we play the Citadel for 9 or do we play it for 7? I mean, this 9 right here is pretty tempting. But it's a lot harder to play. Alright. Let's go get our extra energy. Save game. Wait, what? I want to fix me a sandwich? Gotcha. Okay, so he just gets the energy instead, all by himself. That's kind of cool. If you don't have the stuff there. Hypothermia, sure. Like, whatever. We don't lose here. We have Obelisk Scroll. Okay, now we battle plan. Put the expensive stuff on top. Drew and I didn't need to play it that way. Ooh, messed up slightly there. Messed up a lot, actually. It doesn't matter in the slightest, but like, makes me feel dumb. Should have played the Citadel. We had the chance. Okay, give to the poor. We'll play. We can play the Enrage. We can Sausage. Give energy to Velarion. He's the one that needs it. Repetition training got cheaper. No. Guess that's a lot of vulnerable. Gourmet meat does some damage here. We can keep you safe. Okay. Sharpen. Taste of blood. Piercing Howl. Second entrench. If we take damage and die, I don't know how to deal with enemies anymore. I give up. So we do a blood bargain. And then we do like a blood alchemy here. And then we do a divine power. But not for all the divine power, because we want to leech after this so that we're not hurt for next fight. Alright, we're good. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. Got the hidden weapon. We misplayed the start of this turn somewhat horrendously. It doesn't matter. Wow, Sight and Leech is so OP. Hey, GA, how are you? It was a Sight and Leech run for quite some time. And it is now, like, we just got way too good of items. We got, like, the Toxic Slob at one point. Blob. Toxic Blob, not Slob. Maybe he's a Slob, I don't know that. Which gave us Sharp every turn, and I was just like, well, now I can't take Frost Axe on Sylvie. So we put it on Velarion instead. But also we ran into like a BS fight with the new witches and wizards in this DLC are just insane if you actually let them do stuff. And like, I have now decided that we are no longer letting enemies do stuff if we can help it. That's that's gotta be it. Fine, we'll try the neurotoxin. But yeah, Sight and Bleed, OP. I mean, to be fair, we do have like Poison and Bleed on the enemies, like up to 200, like at all times. So we are not doing that. I guess they want us to fear them. I don't mind fearing the enemies. I would just like to be able to like let them go. You know? I'd like to not like lose after they go. Like right away. But it doesn't seem like the game wants that to happen. I guess I don't care about removing anything. It's the Sylvie run. You're back. You're the one who brought that thing back, freezing my people. Are they? It wasn't hand check? Dang. Yeah, I've just decided enemies, they don't get to have fun anymore. I'm the only one who gets to have fun. If we take out Reginald, like, they can't do anything else. Alright, now we have block. Oh, we have our Citadel that we can't play. It's brutal. This is like an amazing item luck run. Like we got such a lucky run. Like this is like both lucky in terms of cards and items. So like it was all I could do not to just like go like double shot and stuff. But hey, you know what else? GA, we don't have double shot. We have Hawkeye. So, you know, this is a sight poison run. I was so disappointed when I realized I didn't even take the time to make new quotes for this event. Half of them make no sense. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's play free push forward. Have Inspire 5 at all times. Yeah, there's still a reason to Piercing Hell. Still a reason to Body Slam too. Negative resistances on all the enemies. Right where we want them to be. Inspire 9 on Sylvie. Good, good. Protect from evil in case we were worried about, I don't know, anything happening, I guess. Not even sure what we're worried about. Sure, that's a Sylvie hand for sure. Have there been a lot of changes? Tons. Wait, since when? Did you play when the Necropolis DLC came out? Yes, you did. Yeah, I remember. We talked about this whole fight and everything. There've been a few changes. They changed the captain speed, which was cool. Captains are no longer nearly as fast. This lag. Good thing we had Hawkeye right here, right? I'm actually afraid we're not going to get to the damage that we need to go to. Uh-oh. I might have memed too hard. Are we going to die now? Surely not. We had 5 buffer. That's got to keep us alive. You didn't die to your poison? How? Alright. Well. 5 buffer will do that to a fight. Blood Rage. Blood Rage. Play a Citadel. Never worry about death again. We are beyond death. Blood Rage again, it still technically helps. You took no damage, nice. Yeah. I mean, it's the second turn that really does the damage. But they didn't get to do a double turn on us because we blocked Magnus's slow. And then I think we blocked her slow as well, thanks to the 5 buffer. So they didn't get to kill us. As much as I'm sure they would have liked to. You didn't have to hit Magnus all those times. Alright, we're at 50 sharp. We don't have to worry about too much here. We'll just do some of this. Do you think they're gonna change this fight with Magnus and Andrew reworks? Probably not. I would just guess not. No idea really, but doesn't seem like something they would look at. I mean, I know this fight's like problematic for a lot of people with the double turn. I personally never found it like too bad. But I get the problems people have with it. Okay, there's our divine power. Cool. And we can can do a Fanaticism, Blood Bargain, Divine Power. And then the fight can end. Hey, look, this Vampiric Frenzy does something. That's kind of cool. Wingblade did it. Beautiful. Not sure what I'm looking for. I guess I want a camouflage. Neurotoxin targeting kind of sucks. We have to like build up a lot of poison on one specific person. We can give energy there. Guess we can buff our bless up even further. Get a little bit more energy. Random poison spray. Let's see. What do you got? Reginald appeared. No. Scavenge out the volley probably. She should appear now. We can adrenaline. We have a neurotoxin for her. I don't really think that matters that much. What's in our hand? Or our deck? Camouflage. It's a lot of damage. Okay. They get to go one more time. Or do they? Because we have a Wolfie. Haha, you don't get to go at all. I lied. That's so much bless. Too bad we didn't draw the Fury card immediately. That'd have been good. Alright. Were we in any danger of ever dying on this fight? Maybe. Like, I know I could misplay this fight and lose. Wow, we were, like, missing 10 gourmet meats. I didn't even realize it. Go, Yogger. Do the damage you were always meant to. Alright. We'll stop messing around. We'll just let Sylvie go. Finish the job. There's Blood Alchemy. I knew we could find it. 30 Fury? Wait, hold that thought. 43 Fury? Alright, and we have the Fury perk. So, wow, 838 damage. Oh, I thought it was, she had 883 health, but we did 838 damage. I thought we had like exactsies on the damage number. That'd have been incredible. But yeah, probably not. Okay, so Operation Draw or Hold Deck is a go. So we move back 2. Now he moves back 1. So we do that. We might not be able to draw our whole deck this turn because we have Citadel in our opening hand. How ironic. Dang it, we drew Citadel. I was really hoping not to. I mean, now of course we can draw our whole deck, but... Wait a second. Yes, we got Death Duel. Okay, so we can... Wait, did he just move back 2 or 1? Did anybody see where he moved? Wait, is he going back 2 or 1 now? Hold up. Did anybody see where he just went? Do I target this bat or the red bat? Is it blue or red bat? I think it's blue. It's 4? Okay. Oof. Cool. Thank you. I did not want to have to think for the rest of this fight. Okay. Good stuff. That said, what we got going for us? He's already at max vulnerable. We do need to add Sharp to the equation. We can draw, we can give to the poor. So we need to add Inspire as well. Need to add Sharp. It's just a helping hand. Didn't really get to do that much there. We'll have block just in case. I guess I'll make it hard for him to heal maybe on his turn. I don't know, we'll assume that did something. Blood Alchemy first turn. Okay, so this is a better first turn than normal. I think we play this for 6 starting out. Sorry, it's better starting Velarion turn than normal. Not really better in the Sharp category. We have 10 mitigate on everybody. It's a little ridiculous. Do we play the Blood Alchemy now, or do we just play the Amplify and then let it go? I mean, he's not going to die this turn, right? Yeah, maybe we just do the Blood Alchemy in full. Don't worry about the Amplify this turn. But if we had saved 1 energy, we could have played the Amplify this turn. Dang it. Alright, still, it's a good chunk of Fury. We have premium meat we can put on ourselves. Play some small weapons first. Oh, we play a Hawkeye first. Whoops. Messing up all over the place. Okay, Sharpen is good. Hidden Weapon again. Then, what do we need to do? It's probably a good idea to scroll. Poison Dart I think is fine, then we can Weapons Cache. Just in case. Oh, interesting. If we, because we haven't target anyone, we can target incorrectly. I was curious about that. Now I know. Oh, we're doing damage when we shouldn't be. We should be using this premium meat first. Do a setup. There we go. Sharpshooting, targeting him. Get Adrenaline. Poison Daggers. Poison Spray. Not sure if I want to take the risk on scavenging a setup or not. I'm going to try setup though. I think it's worth the risk. Dang. No, we're not finishing him off this turn. Oh well, might as well just explode Leech so that we have Inspire on everybody. Oh yeah, I should like go over everybody's decks and like items before we fight the boss at the very end, shouldn't I? It's like a thing I should do. But we're doing great. It's round 2 and he's almost dead. Okay, everybody has Inspire. Wow, we were like really low on Sharp, I just realized. Yeah, I guess we didn't start with a large base. We can draw through our deck twice. We shouldn't need to care about anything anymore, I think. Yeah, gourmet meat should get us there. I guess a good old blood sausage is nice. Sure, why not? We're looking for an amplify with Velarion. Got it. +50, 50 sharp, 38 fury. Should be the damage we need. They do have 200 bleed, 100 sight, and 200 poison on them. No one can say we weren't a bleed poison run. Look at all that bleed poison. It's not GG just yet, but thank you. But I will go over all my items and cards for anybody who's made it to this point and wants to see. Real quick, so this is Bree's deck. We have these starting cards. We got equipment on Bree, Fountain Pen, Cloak of Speed, Tyrant Necklace, Endless Bag purple, and Wolfie purple. Got a good pet trainer. We found 2 pet trainers this run. We didn't even use one of them. Got the Bonkheimer on Yogger, Boots of Swiftness to help the speed, Sapphire Ring, Corrupted, Nullifier, and Mimi. Then we have Winged Blade, Steadfast Boots, Blood Amulet, purple Obelisk Scroll, and we had a chance to get another Obelisk Scroll, which was crazy. And then Leechy. And we have Netherblade, a purple Stainless Cuirass, purple Virulent Ring, Spider Queen Eye, and Toxic Blob purple. As for the decks, starting with Bree, we'll show her draw pile, as well as the cards she has in hand. I'm not going to go over each and everything that we have, but just know we add a lot of Sharp to Sylvie. And we have a lot of Inspire for Sylvie. And Velarion is pulling like triple support duty in healing us all up and buffing up Sylvie like crazy. So that was back when I thought we were going to rely on bleed and poison more. And then I opted to not do that once I fought that witch and wizard, because oh my god, we almost lost. So what do we need to grab here? So if I do this, unfortunately, no matter what I grab here, yeah, that was a mistake. No matter how you slice it, though. Wasted some energy. Start with grinding wheel up, though, is quite nice. Can we get energy? No. No energy. Our 2 energy cards were already played. If we'd had 1 more energy, you could have done more there. That's my bad. So we slowed them all down. Scroll of Intellect on Velarion, gonna be the most useful thing we got going. Ignore the Whirlwind on our boy here. He's trying his best. Sharp is pretty nice to have. We want extra vulnerable, probably. With Carnage, we can do that. And then I guess we just have to play this Inspire here. So we got the Sharp. We don't need anything else. If we do this right now, we can ensure that Velarion at least keeps a little bit of Leech on our target. It's got 49 bleed. Alright, Life Surge. Draw. Anemic Chill does 8. That's awesome. Everybody's got Vitality now. We can Blood Bargain. Basically just use everything. And then we'll amplify later. But, yeah, we're looking pretty strong, I would say. There's no way that they defeat us in 1 turn, and there's a small chance I defeat them this turn. So, all said, pretty good stuff. Hidden Weapon. Get a Falcon Shot going. could scavenge a hidden weapon again. I don't hate that idea. Sharpen Sai. We might as well just like play all our cards, right? Almost got to maximum poison. And that neurotoxin did 812 damage. Alright, but we didn't beat them before we have 100 sight and 200 bleed and 200 poison. So, again, still doing the correct thing. I forgot that Virulent Ring would make Fury do poison damage to me as well. I like haven't noticed that this entire time. I think just because we haven't had Fury often enough. Okay, we have Blood Rage. We, like, literally can't take damage, I think. Outside of statuses. Like a push forward. I guess if you're gonna have taunt anyways, have more taunt. And then, yeah, we just need to stack all the statuses on Sylvie. This is good stuff. 245 block. Not a chance in the world they can go through us. We can give to the poor and rage. Again, we're just pumping up Sylvie at this point. Though I guess now we can start sharpening Yogger. It is time. It's his time. Yogger gets some time in the sun. I don't know that the Archon's gonna survive that long, but we'll let him try. Cool, we got one of our amplifies. That is lovely. Did we already see an amplify? We might have. I'd like to check that somehow, but I can't now. We don't need this other divine power though, at the very least. So this should be fine to draw into. We do have a second amplify we could find, which would be much better for us to find than this divine power, but barring that... Barring that, could just play this divine power and then the amplify. And that's at least a little bit better. Yeah, there's no way they live through all of this now, right? I kind of want to win with this Fan of Knives. Yes, this Fan of Knives. Holy, do you see this damage? Look at this damage. That's some good numbers. I mean, obviously we've had crazier on this channel in the past, but like, those aren't bad. Those aren't bad numbers at all. And we can get it even higher. We can go even further beyond. I'd like to poison spray. Okay. Fan of Knives. Is this enough damage to kill with Fan of Knives? I'm not sure it is. How do we do slightly less damage? Wow, this Corrupted Blade does way too much. Okay. Save turn. Camouflage. Fan of Knives. Easy. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I got the camo, GA. Was on top of it. We didn't even have like any stealth perks. Because again, I was like really not trying to do pure raw damage on this build at the start. And we relied on bleed and poison throughout all of acts 1 through 3. So like, it did matter going poison and bleed. I wouldn't say it was the best strategy, but like, it helped us out when we didn't rely on our raw damage, and then sometimes we didn't care about reinforce or resistances on monsters that much, which was actually nice. Like, it did let us solve some fights more comfortably. But at the very end, that Witch and Wizard had me never want to give enemies a chance. They're just ridiculous. But thank you all for joining. This was a very, very strong run with super good items and very good card rewards all throughout. I liked doing small weapons on Sylvie. That ended up just being kind of fun. Everybody's resistances were super high. We like were not in danger of dying. We could have lived like, I don't know, 10 turns in that boss gauntlet, I think, and they wouldn't have been able to kill us, most likely. So yeah, that felt great. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.